From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz
Yes.
and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno
This
Mars.
is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Ready to go.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
How often do you clean your phone?
Every couple of days. Why?
You do, huh? Like
Yeah.
when I say clean, when you say clean, what do you mean clean? Like, what do you like? Are you using the bottom of your shirt to take off the fingerprints, or
No, I
using
have, like,
something to clean it?
I have like a spray.
You do,
Yeah, and microfiber cloth
Yeah.
that I use and wipe it down. Just get the
Wow.
fingerprints off and stuff like that.
Wow,
Why?
that's crazy.
How
Well,
often do you clean yours?
like with a solution, zero.
Oh,
Zero.
I would say most people 0.
So this is more
Right?
you. When do you clean your phone?
Zero.
Zero. Okay, so 8% of people said that they clean their phones daily. 14% said they do it less than 1 month. Sorry, 8% of people said that they never clean their phones. 14 say they do it less than once a month, and 26% of people say that they do it daily.
No, not daily.
Yeah, daily.
Maybe once a week. Maybe.
I've done I've done something with a phone, and I started doing it even when I had a BlackBerry.
Okay.
And nobody had ever seen me doing it until maybe like last year when Catherine caught me doing it.
Which is?
And I don't even really know that I do it sometimes.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
So here,
Take
so
your phone. And
sometimes
this is like a cleaning.
So sometimes
technique?
if I have a something on my phone screen,
Yeah.
right, and it's like, sometimes it's a hair or a piece of dust, you can blow it off, swipe it off. But sometimes there was something on your hand or whatever, your phone touched something,
Like chocolate.
and it's like almost like a film, like crusty on your phone. I've been doing something ever since I had a BlackBerry and had never been caught doing it, and then I started doing it just without even knowing that I did it.
Just habit.
Which just habit, which is if my phone is dirty and there's nothing on there, I take my phone, I hold the screen to my face, I stick up my tongue, and I lick the whole thing.
No, you don't.
And then I wipe it off. I dry it off at the bottom of my shirt.
No, you don't. You're disgusting. I can't work with you anymore.
Yeah.
That is gross.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we have plexiglass in here separating us.
Yeah.
That you lick your phone?
Yeah. Yeah. To clean it. I also do it with sunglasses.
Oh my God.
I'll take sunglasses. I'll take sunglasses and put the glasses sideways in my mouth, and then lick the bottom lens, and then flip them and lick the inside of the lens, and then clean it with my
And with your
and
phone, like
clean it with
the
my
places
shirt.
that your phone, the surfaces that it touches,
Yeah.
like you may wipe it on your shirt, you may wipe it on your jeans,
Yeah.
you may lay it on the table,
Yeah.
you put it in your pocket, you put it in your
Yes.
bag.
Yes, correct.
You then lick it, but
Yes.
you don't clean it.
That is cleaning it, though.
No,
That's
but
how-
you lick it,
Yeah, but I clean it. That's
and then
cleaning
it goes through the motion that
Yeah.
phones do
Yeah.
every single day, right,
Yeah.
in your life, and then
Yeah.
you'll lick it again.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you kiss your girlfriend
I,
with that mouth?
I treat my phone the way my cat treats his ass. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Hello, this is Roz and Mocha.
Hey, guys. I didn't know I would get it. Wow.
What's going on?
All good. Just want to, say hi to you guys.
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Lijo.
What's going on with you today?
Nothing much. It's been Happy New Year, guys.
Oh, Happy New Year to you too.
It's been going good. I just want to say hi to you guys. I thought 2020 was going to be my lucky year, but,
No, man.
That's okay. There's always 2021, brother.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, I used to believe in, numerology. So 22 or 4, is kind of my lucky number. And I was like, so sure, 2020, this is it. And
Oh
then-
no.
But you know that stuff's garbage, though, right?
Yeah, now I do.
Okay, guys.
So these, because I'm not familiar with numerology, these particular numbers, when these years hit, it's supposed to be, if you believe in it, are supposed to be good years for you?
So this is what my dad told me. So I was born on 22nd of November.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know where he got it, but he told me 22 is your lucky number. 2 plus 2 is 4, so 4 is your lucky number. Even 13 should be my lucky number, to be honest. But it used to work before, but now it's like after last year, it's like wow.
So you don't believe in it anymore?
Oh no way. Oh. I told my dad the same thing. Don't believe in those crap.
What'd your dad say after believing it for so long?
Oh, now he agrees with me.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
He said he was wrong, and that's the first time he said he admitted something is wrong.
Right. It's like it's like astrology. It's like psychics. They know, people who specialize in numerology. They know how to manipulate you in a psychological way to sort of get you to buy into this. Right.
I know. Really looked into it. I just believe my dad.
Yeah.
Hey, Lijo, so do you read your horoscope? Do you follow that kind of stuff?
Once in a while. The issue is I'm still not sure what I am, my zodiac sign. Again, on some of it, number 22 is shown as cusp, and on some of it shows me as Scorpio.
Yeah, you're either Scorpio or Sagittarius. So let's say with today, what are you going with?
I would like to say Scorpio, but I don't have much traits of it.
Okay, I'm going to go with Sagittarius then. Let your curiosity drive all your decisions today, and you could end up in some very interesting places. There's no certain path or direction to follow. Toss out your usual routine and go adventuring as much as you can. Even if you only have an hour to spare today, do something different. It's time you checked out what's going on with the rest of the world. You'll get some bright ideas for new projects or travel.
Eh.
Just keep my ass at home.
Sorry, guys. I just don't believe now.
Do you now, Mocha? Do you?
Aries, let's see here. Just like peanut butter and jelly or Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire, you and your best friend make an excellent combination right now. Bruh, that's us.
Oh,
come on,
go.
that's us.
Okay, now do me. What am I? Scorpio? Yeah, Scorpio, I think.
Hold
right?
on, wait, let me finish with this.
Oh, you're not done yet. You got more?
The two of you generate wonderful energy when you get together, and people enjoy watching you in action more than you might realize. Acknowledge this attention and go ahead and play up to it. Charm everyone and work that dynamic duo magic. It makes everyday activities so much more fun. Bro, you can't tell me you don't believe that. That's
okay,
you and I right
you're
there.
Right. I'm convinced now.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
Okay, what are you again?
What am I, Scorpio? Yeah, Scorpio, I think.
Wait, no, you can either be Scorpio or Libra.
Yeah, Libras are loads, though. I don't want to be
okay,
Libra.
so you don't be
Yeah.
Okay, someone as charming and fun to be around as you can't let one little no get you down. Rejections happen. The only way you can avoid them is to never take any risks. And how boring would life be if you never stuck your neck out even the littlest bit?
Tell me about it.
Take this as an excuse to lavish some well-deserved attention on yourself.
Excuse me.
Not just today, right?
Everything I just said about astrology and numerology, I take back.
There's more.
Take it all back.
Splurge on something you've had your eye on and transform your newly available social time into precious solo time.
When I'm wrong, I'm
You're
wrong.
guaranteed to enjoy yourself.
When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong.
Can't
I was
tell me this
wrong
stuff
about it
isn't
all.
real.
Dude, that's 100% accurate. That is me.
Have a great day, Lijo.
Thank you. Aren't you guys want to ask me who's my favorite?
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Ross Weston.
You just say me? You did my first and last name?
Yep.
Wow. Is that what the numbers said?
Much love to you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
There's a woman named Megan Westcomb who tweeted something. And she's from LA. And her tweet took off, dude. And she doesn't have like a huge following by any means. She's got like 323 followers.
Oh.
But she tweeted something that got 4.5 thousand replies, 18.7 thousand retweets, and 137.7 favorites. 137.7 thousand favorites. Phrases to retire forever.
Okay.
And this is her list. And then other people started chiming in with what they think as well. So phrases to retire forever. Number 1, I did a thing.
Oh, God.
Number 2 is a word that you have shown your distaste for a
here we
really
go.
long time, since people started using it. But phrases to retire forever. Number 2 on Megan's list is adulting.
Oh, God, yes.
Number 3 on her list is I'm not crying, you're crying.
Right,
Number 4 on her list is I'm just going to leave this here.
right.
Number 5 is simply this.
Yes,
Number 6, so that happened.
right.
Number 7, calling somebody my person.
Yes.
Number 8, calling your pet your fur baby.
Oh, right. It's so gross. That sounds so gross, too. Fur baby is such a gross word.
I don't mind that one at all. I don't mind.
God,
If that
no.
phrase, if those two words in that combination stick around, I'm good with it.
No.
Number 9 on her list is all of the feels, and number 10 is the struggle is real. Again, these
Right.
are phrases to retire, according to Megan Westcomb from LA.
Yeah. Also,
then-
can I throw one in there real
Of
quick?
course, absolutely.
The amount of times that I will scroll through Twitter and see somebody tweet something followed by that's it, that's the tweet. Like over and over and over and over again.
So the replies started coming in to Megan, right?
Yes.
And somebody provided their list.
Yes.
Number 2 on their list is that's it, that's the tweet.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Number 1 on their list is asking for a friend. This person also replied with hold my beer.
Yeah.
And then this is, they're all kind of like in the same line of language. They all mean the same thing. So when somebody says, one more time, or louder for the people in the back, or for the cheap seats, from the cheap seats.
Wow.
The phrase of keep calm and dot,
Sure.
dot, dot.
Yes.
Sorry,
yes.
not sorry.
Yes, yes,
Not gonna
yes.
lie. Living
Yeah.
my best life.
Right.
Which I love that phrase.
Living my best life?
Hell
Do you?
yeah.
Really?
Like the situation, bro.
You've
Come on,
used
this is
that?
sure. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Leave me alone. I'm just living my best life.
Okay. Yeah.
Spirit animal is another on this person's list.
Yeah.
This one I kind of agree with. I was today years old when.
Oh, God. Yes.
And finally on this list of phrases to leave behind, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Right. Yes. Thank you. I have to get a hold of this person. We agree on everything, me and this woman, whoever wrote that tweet. We could be best friends. She could be my person. She's definitely my spirit animal.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Taylor dropped the deluxe version of her new album last night. Was it last night that it came out?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people are saying that on one of the tracks, she's taking shots at Scooter Braun.
Ooh, which one?
Oh. Because if you remember, Scooter, the whole thing with Taylor's Masters and the Big Machine label and all of this stuff where he sold Taylor's Masters for, I think it was like $300 million or something like that. So this song is called It's Time to Go. And take a listen to it and the lyrics, and then we'll discuss.
15 years, 15 million tears, begging till my knees bled. I gave it my all, he gave me nothing at all, then wondered why I left. Now he sits on his throne in his palace of bones, praying to his greed. He's got my past frozen behind glass, but I've got me. That old familiar body ache that snaps from the same little breaks in my soul. I know when it's time to go. Sometimes giving up is the strong thing. Sometimes to run is the brave thing.
This is for sure about Scooter Braun. She might as well have just done this. Scooter Braun, this song's about you.
Horrible douche. I hate you.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, come on. There's no way that's not about Scooter Braun. Like, without mentioning his name,
Yes.
that is as clear as day.
15 years, 15 million tears, begging till my knees bled. I gave it my all. He gave me nothing at all, then wondered why I left. Now he sits on his throne in his palace of bones, praying to his greed. He's got my past frozen behind glass, but I've got me. is the song.
Like, yeah.
It's even a bit on the nose for Taylor. Like she's even usually a little bit more covert.
Sly,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But that's like blatantly without saying, "Hey, Scooter Braun, listen to this."
Scooter Braun.
Like
songs about you.
Scooter Braun. Songs about you.
Horrible douche. I hate you.
Right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So a male TikTok star, male makeup artist, influencer TikTok star.
Oh, okay. Checking all the boxes.
Has had to apologize to Kim and Kanye. Now, if you remember, the story last week was that the rumor was that Kanye had been hooking up with Jeffree Star, and then Jeffree Star did a couple days of trolling, and then he just came out and said no.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was just done. But this all started because somebody on TikTok said that Kanye was in Wyoming hooking up with a very popular male makeup influencer, and everybody just assumed Jeffree Star because Jeffree Star also lives in Wyoming.
And he's the biggest. So now enter Cole Kerrigan. Cole Kerrigan, very much a TikTok makeup influencer, and he decided to throw himself into this, and he posted saying, not confirming or denying these texts between me and Kanye's security guard. What?
So
let me see pictures of this guy. Oh yeah, Kanye's type.
Stop it.
I'm saying, dog.
And he reshared a tweet on his account where somebody threw out the allegation that he had an affair with Kanye. So what he posted was I guess, alleged conversation between himself and Steve Stanoulis, who is Kanye's security guard.
Oh, yeah, I know Steve.
Yeah, so Steve. And then immediately they got a cease and desist letter. And in order
Steve,
to not get dragged through the courts, he was ordered to apologize to Kim, Kanye, and Steve in a public video.
And Steve didn't have to apologize?
No.
Oh, Steve, that's not going to look good on your year-end review.
This is my favorite. So again, okay, cease and desist, lawyers involved.
Yeah.
Like heavy hands are coming down on you. They're like, listen, if you don't want to get dragged into this, you got to give a public apology, like from the heart. Say what you did wrong, own up to it, and then we can all move on. The apology has to be to Kim, Kanye, and to Steve, the bodyguard. And so this is what you got.
Okay, since I started the pod more than it already was for absolutely no reason, here's a lawsuit from the bodyguard for leaking personal information. It says right here, in order for me to stay out of court and not get sued, I have to issue an apology to Mr. West and Kim Kardashian West. So, hi Kim, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I honestly did this for the simple fact that your husband voted for Trump, and we simply can't have that clownery in America. So, you're welcome. Second of all, I hope this doesn't ruin the chances of me getting on the KKW PR list, because I've been dying for those contour sticks. Third of all, we all know Christian purposely leaked this divorce information to every news article 3 days before the last day of filming Keeping Up.
Okay. Nice apology, huh?
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hey, Sam?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. All right, it's Roz and Mocha. Sam tweeted us, Roz.
Okay.
And I know how much you love talking about like food and cooking and anything in and around that world.
Yes.
We're not talking about that because Sam had a dream about you.
Well, what the hell?
I know how much you love talking about dreams.
Oh, God.
Sam said, I just had a dream that Roz from the Roz and Mocha Show was trying to sell me beads over the phone, and I totally caved.
So in your dreams, I'm a bead salesman?
I don't know, man.
Like, were they magic beads?
No, just regular. Like I was making bracelets, and somehow I ended up on the phone with you. I don't even know how I knew it was you.
Oh, you were already beading, and then after your phone rang, and Roz was calling to sell you more beads?
Yeah.
Okay. But so, question for you.
But he wanted some unruly prices too.
Like, what was I asking?
Like, I don't know, but I just remember being like, "Oh, I should not be paying this right now." But like, he was hustling me. I was.
Okay, but do you bead in real life?
No.
Oh, that's super weird.
So how did that get into your mind, you think?
So I don't know. My girlfriend was making keychains like a couple of days ago. So maybe that's just, I was thinking about that.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So you're beating in your dream, and then I just call you on your phone, and I tell you that I got a great bead deal.
Yeah.
And
no,
then,
not a great deal. Not a great.
well,
deal.
I mean, I'm the salesman here. I probably started off by telling you it was a great deal, and then yeah, and then I had to convince you a little bit.
Can you remember how much you paid?
No, I wish I could, but I woke up right after this dream and tweeted it because I don't really remember my dreams. So like, I went back to sleep after that.
Can you remember, was it like a long conversation, or it didn't take that much convincing for Roz to get you to buy these beads?
It was pretty quick.
Yeah,
Wow.
you caved pretty quick.
I feel like because I just knew that it was Roz, I was just like, I kind of have to, like, I'm buying them, you know?
Yeah, you didn't want to let him down.
That's the best. Well, I normally I hate hearing dream stories. Don't get me wrong, I still hated this one, but I appreciate you having fun with us on the show.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, Sam. Yo, real quick, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Well, I'm the guy that ripped them off, apparently, so...
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely a Mocha guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't steal your money. Don't worry. Thanks, Sam.
Have a great day, guys.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Update.
Yo, Zach, welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, buddy. So we talked to you back in like September, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember exactly when, but
At the time, you wrote us this. My girlfriend's mom keeps my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend around, and we've been together for almost 5 years now, and she's had this guy around more than me. She also bent over backwards to get her daughter's ex a job at a real estate firm. And how can I tell her mom to stop communicating with this guy? And this was complicated because your girlfriend at the time was, what was her take on this? Was she reluctant to have a conversation with your mom and also cut him out of the life?
so she kind of like has a more passive aggressive approach to it. Like she doesn't really care because it's like her mom. So she kind of thinks like, oh, it's my mom. She can do whatever she wants. Like I know her intentions too, and like we both don't want anything to do with that guy. So
Yeah, but wasn't the mom was like inviting the ex-boyfriend over to the house as well, like when you weren't around, right?
yeah, it's sort of gone away from like him being around when either of us are there. So it's kind of just her mom's sort of thing, I guess.
Like the mom was like real good friends with this guy. And I know that I had said that it's really your girlfriend that needs to step up and tell the mom that boundaries are a must and need to be had and the realities of the situation. And Mocha thought that maybe the mom had a thing for the ex-boyfriend.
That's what I think. I still think. So what's the update? You got an update for us?
What's the update?
So I went to her mom's place not too long ago, just before New Year's, without my girlfriend, because I had something that I had planned for New Year's, and I wanted to go over and talk to her mom, and basically told her like, hey, what's up? Like, this is a little weird. And she explained it to me in the sense that this kid's mother is not around, so he doesn't really have a mom, and she's just trying to like sort of be there for him, I guess. And like she knows now how it kind of affects me and like how I feel about it. And like at the end of the day, I'm not concerned about it anymore because I kind of get it. But so the news that I have for you guys is that over New Year's, we went to see her dad who lives up north, and I decided to pop the question.
Oh, so you're getting married.
Yeah.
Hey! That's amazing, Zach. So is the ex-boyfriend going to be your best man?
No, definitely not.
You think the mom's going to pressure you to invite him to the wedding?
That's a conversation I guess we'll have at a later date, but we both...
That's an FML in 6 months.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank
but
you.
Your problem's not really solved, though.
I mean, it is and it isn't. Like, he's not a part of our lives, and that was kind of what I realized was the solution, I guess. Because as long as it doesn't affect her or me, then it's not really that big of a deal, I guess.
Yeah, but he's still friends with your mother-in-law, though, dude. That's weird.
But how does your girlfriend feel about all this now? She's still like pretty much the same?
She still thinks it's weird. Like, we both think it's weird, but
yeah.
we kind of know where her mom's head at with it. Like, I've had a few battles with her mom, but we both know, like, okay, like, she's not trying to, force them back together.
It's more out of compassion for this kid, right?
Yeah.
No, the mom's wrong. The mom's wrong. Whether this guy has a mom or not, and she feels some sort of obligation or whatever to him, the mom's wrong.
Yeah.
100%. Because
Or secretly, without telling all you guys, secretly, maybe the mom really does have a thing for this ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, well, we have our theories too, but...
Oh, what's your theory?
Which is what?
Well, she has a younger sister, and we think he's sticking around to try and take a shot at her.
Who has a younger sister?
My girlfriend does.
No. How old is younger?
She's 20.
So you think that your now fiance's ex-boyfriend has a thing for her younger sister?
Yeah.
And the mom
We've
is
all
okay,
kind of thought
with
that.
that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You think the mom
I don't
knows?
know.
Are they,
and that's
are
why?
they like are they flirty? Like, does the younger sister talk about him and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know.
The mom's not trying to hook them up, is she?
I don't think so. I don't know. Like, I try to avoid conversations about this guy at all costs.
Yeah. But the mom's wrong. I'm going to tell you right now, even though you sort of understand and she got to plead her case and everything else, you do not have to be cool with this because the mom's wrong.
No, I know. But the way I kind of look at it is, like, I know my fiance's intentions, and I know, like, where we both are at with it. And to me, that's the number one thing. Also, so I listen to the podcast every single day, like, while I'm at work and stuff like that. And I got a bone to pick with you, Roz.
Oh, for God's sake.
Go for it.
You were my favorite, but that's not the case anymore.
Oh,
because
wow.
You went, like, I don't remember what episode it was, but you guys were talking about skiing, and then you basically said that people who go up on the chairlift and stuff are nuts.
Yeah.
You lost your favorite privileges for that one, pal.
Why?
Because how can you not like skiing? It's the best.
Oh, no. You're not Zach's favorite because you hate skiing.
Yeah. Okay. You have to understand where I grew up. I'm born a skid. Okay, so skiing was, do you want me to be honest with you? Skiing was something that rich people did. Okay? And I've always had like a thing against people who ski because it was always just what rich people did.
Like pretentious?
Like pretentious people. The idea that you can't come and hang out because your family's going skiing. Like, screw you. Right? Here's why. Okay, let me tell you, right? Like this, it's all coming back to me now,
I
right?
struck a nerve.
Yeah, you did. Okay,
Big time.
it's all coming back to me now. And then these D-bags would come to school, and the move to rub it in people's faces whose parents couldn't afford skiing. They would come to school on Monday after family skiing on the weekend, and they would still have that thing attached to their zipper on their jacket. The tag, right?
The ski lift tag.
The ski lift tag. Screw you.
I got one on my coat right now.
Exactly.
All right, bye.
Later, dude.
Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
What?
Did you see?
What's the matter with you?
Did you see Bow Wow getting clowned on again for something he posted on Instagram?
Why do people clown on Bow Wow?
Because he's such an easy target. He
Okay.
always does dumb stuff,
Yeah.
and he tries to flex so hard,
Right.
and just people call him out for it because it's really not that impressive. So the latest Bow Wow news is he posted on Instagram a video, and the title or what he captioned was, "How can I not smile every day?"
Okay.
And he's on a boat with all these women in bikinis.
Okay.
But the thing is, this boat is a hella small. Look at this. This is a tiny ass boat.
That looks like a little tiny tugboat that he has way too many people on.
Way too many.
The Coast Guard would pull you over. Oh, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, okay? If I have never been more shocked in my life than I was when you start researching the price of boats.
Yeah.
Okay? Even that boat right there, that Bow Wow has way too many.
Way too many.
And
it's like
people
leaning
on.
to one side because too many people are
no,
on
it's
one
not.
side.
It's no. Safety is not a concern. Also,
all.
you can't have that many almost naked people in that tight space and not expect.
So
infection.
people were people were saying Bow Wow pulled up in the SS Minnow from Gilligan's
That's what it looks
Island.
like. But even that boat, I'm telling you right now, that's an $80,000 boat.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
but it is small. It's small.
Somebody said Bow Wow had these females on a Titanic lifeboat.
That's what it looks like.
So then, in order to I guess in order to try to save himself, and be
Yeah.
like, no, guys, hey, everyone, really, I can get bigger boats. I have more money.
Yeah.
He posted another photo
Right.
with him on an even bigger boat, but a yacht, right?
Right.
With a couple of women dancing, not as many people, but just a couple of women dancing in the background.
Yeah.
But then everyone started clowning him again for that, being like, yo, that boat is docked. Like, where are you even going? Like, does the owner of that boat know that you're there taking videos?
Didn't Bow Wow get busted like photoshopping himself into private planes and stuff?
That's how the Bow Wow challenge started.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Because no, wasn't there? He posted a picture of a private plane with like nice cars in front of the private plane. And then there was a picture of himself in the same thing on a plane. But the picture of him on a plane, he is not on that private plane.
No, it didn't match.
No, it didn't match. The windows they weren't the same shape windows or anything. So he was like rolling up on the
Yeah, it's
whatever.
like,
I
come
don't
on,
even
man,
know.
you don't got money.
The G3 or whatever the hell you call those things. G6. And then the next slide was a picture of him in not that plane.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why does he do this?
It's like, man, just stop posting to social.
Oh,
what?
God. It's so funny. But like, why do that to yourself?
I know.
Right?
Took another L.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Maury, come on in here, my love. We got to talk Sex in the City real quick.
Oh my God! What the world needed was this news. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, man, you are the only one that I've seen excited about this news.
When I saw this show up on Sarah Jessica Parker's Instagram, I started to cry.
You are the only one who's a Sex and the City fan that I've seen publicly say that they're excited about this. So Sex and the City, Mocha, is going to be revived at HBO Max.
I thought you were about to explain to Mocha what Sex and the City was.
No, I watched the first 3 seasons, and then I watched both movies. Nah, whatever.
And
should have been with Aiden.
Are you kidding me?
That's facts, bro.
Carrie
Babe
Bradshaw,
was so much better.
Charlotte, and Miranda are all back.
Plus some of the guys.
However, there is no Samantha. And the vast majority of fans and the vast majority of reaction is that without Samantha, there is no Sex in the City. We have known for years that Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall have been just not warring, but they just don't agree. And I don't particularly think they even like each other. This is a clip of Kim Cattrall on with Piers Morgan from, I think, 2017, something like that.
To get any kind of negative press about something that I've been saying for almost a year of that I'm demanding or in diva, specifically Sarah Jessica Parker, is that I think she could have been nicer.
Ooh.
I really think she could have been nicer. I don't know what her issue is.
Ooh, and just like that.
Maury.
We had a heated discussion last night in my place about this very topic, and we both agree that you need Samantha because it is very funny, but we are very curious to see what they do without her and how they're going to explain her not being there.
Wait, so how is it a heated discussion if you're both on the same side?
I thought heated discussion means you just talked about it for a long time. Like, you talked about it for so long, the conversation was heated.
No. Could be. It could be. It could
Sure,
be.
whatever.
It could be. Every now and then, I think I'm in Zoolander. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So in your opinion, what are some appropriate ways to explain Samantha's absence from the show?
There are 2 ways you could do it. One is they'll discuss over coffee how they had a falling out and they don't talk anymore.
Right.
Like that's a
Which
very
is probably
safe,
true.
No,
Like
it's
in real
very-
life.
No, it is. No, it is true because don't forget the whole thing is Kim Cattrall's
calm
brother
down. We're not trying to
passed-
have a heated conversation in here.
Yeah, we all agree.
Kim Cattrall's brother passed, and Sarah Jessica Parker said on Twitter how sorry she was for the news, and then Kim Cattrall got very angry at Sarah Jessica, saying, "How could you say this publicly? You could just phone me." Like it was, she was very upset that she said it publicly. Blah blah blah. They'll just say over coffee, going, "Oh, you know, we're no longer talking," and that's just that. Or you say she died.
Right. But if she died, then you have to actually kill that character. So in the fans' minds, not being able to properly say goodbye to that character, I think would lead to even more backlash.
But so much time has passed. She's died. They're just going to be like, remember at Samantha's funeral when you wore, that pink shawl.
The one explanation that I heard from one fan was the only way that this makes sense is that if Samantha was murdered and the entire series is based around the other three trying to solve it.
That's not
murder
bad.
mystery?
like a murder mystery
in a city.
Yeah, like it becomes Big Little Lies almost.
That's not bad.
I don't know. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I say just
don't-
leave it. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I think it's tough because there is so much sort of behind the curtainness when it does come to Sex in the City.
Yeah.
And had there not been just years and years and years of bad blood and animosity and she said, kind of talk between Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall, I think that this maybe would be more enjoyable, but I think that the absence of Samantha and Kim Cattrall from this is just going to be so apparent, and the reasons as a viewer of why she's not
Can
there.
you
Like, it's
put
not
in-
even a creative decision.
Can you replace her with Vanessa Williams or somebody like that?
I don't know.
Everybody's saying that they want.
I don't know. Could you?
I mean, you can. The answer is yes. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, of course.
Will it still be enjoyable? I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's have a heated discussion,
Yeah.
y'all.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
There's a guy who posted a story on Reddit about wanting to change the time that his son was born last week.
Why, for sports?
Not for sports.
Oh.
He and his wife welcomed their first child at 11:05 p.m. on December 31st, New Year's Eve.
I know why.
But when filling out the information for the birth certificate,
Sneaky.
he wrote that his son was born at 12:05 a.m. on January 1st. And according to him, in this post on Reddit, he said, 2020 was a crappy year. I'm glad it's finally over, and I don't want my son to be associated with it. This is unfair to my son because he only lived in 2020 for an hour. And then he gets into a massive shouting match with the nurse and the doctor. And then they took the form that he was filling out away from him. And then obviously his wife got super mad at him for making a scene at that
Right.
particular moment in their lives.
There's some-
welcoming their first son into the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's. Listen, I'm not one to want to play by the rules,
I know, you rebel.
but I don't think that you can be changing the time that somebody's born.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can fight for, and
Yeah.
a lot of things you can fight for, what you believe in.
Yeah.
Something like that, though.
But now
that's
that
so
I
specific.
think about it,
But
now
hang
that I
on,
think
hang on.
about it. Now that I think about it.
Well, like who else is going to know?
No, it's an hour, for God's sake.
No, but if you left it the way it was
difference?
for the rest of the kid's life, you could tell the kid you are the best thing that came out of 2020.
You can also say you're the best thing that came out of 2021.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's an hour. Why can't you do that? Why can't you? Why can't you? Why? Like, what's the rule?
I don't know if there's
what's
like
the rule?
any legal
I'm sure there
rule.
is, but is it real? Does it really matter?
So now you're on this guy's side.
Like, does it really matter? Yeah, I think I'm on his side.
Yeah.
Because
Because you like fighting against the system.
as you get older, you know what happens.
Yeah, but if
right?
you watch-
if your birthday is January 9th,
Uh-huh.
right? And January 9th happens to fall on a Tuesday and you want to celebrate it 4 days later on the weekend.
Yeah.
That then becomes your birthday. You know what I mean? Like, the actual date is negligible once you're older.
If you watch that amazing movie, New Year's Eve,
It's
in
not
the movie,
amazing. That is not an amazing movie. That is an atrocious movie, actually. It's a horrible movie.
in
You know
wh-
he's trolling you, right?
no, I love that movie.
No, it's an awful
I
No,
watched
but
movie.
he knows how you feel about that movie, which is
That
why
is
he's
a
saying.
terrible
Okay.
movie.
Be that as it may.
No, I will not accept. I will no.
Okay, let's just agree to disagree
No.
for the point of what I have to say.
No, I don't want to know your point.
In the movie.
No, now I'm no.
I would like to hear your point. Damn it, Maury.
In the movie, they were trying to be the New Year's Eve baby, and the baby was born at 11-something p.m., but they wanted it to be born at midnight. They tried bribing the nurse, and she wouldn't take the money in that amazing movie.
Where did this happen? Do you know?
I have no idea. It doesn't say in this article or on Reddit where it happened.
Because I'm wondering if on the birth, let's say it happened, they were in Seattle.
Sure.
Right?
I see where you're going.
You know what I mean?
Time zone?
Yeah, time zones. Like,
Okay.
what if you just fudge the time zone on it?
Well, if they're not going to change the actual time, they're not going to change the time zone.
But why not? Then you're not changing the time. You're just changing the time zone.
Like, born December 31st, 11:05 p.m. in Seattle, but January 1st, 11:05 a.m. Australia.
Yeah, yeah. I would just say say if you're in Seattle, I would just say born 2:05 a.m. Eastern.
Right, New York.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What up, y'all? How's everybody feeling today? You good? How's your weekend?
Did you take your tree down?
What?
Did you take your tree
I
down?
can't hear you.
Did you take your tree down?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I took it down. Half down for the day.
Every year I do it. It doesn't
fit
fit in the box anymore.
No, it's because it gets fat.
COVID pounds.
It was up too long.
2020 was a little rough on
Yeah,
everybody.
it was
bro.
up too long, man. You got to take it down earlier. Just saying. Yeah, we took the tree down.
It's always weird in your home whenever you take all the decorations down, right?
My home echoes now.
Yeah. It just looks like there's an empty space where everything used to be.
Yeah, I know. And I can't figure out if I like it or if I don't like it.
I mean, you could leave the tree up year round and just take the decorations down.
We did that for 24 hours. But then I realized that my tree only has I would say 5% of the lights that are normally operational on the tree. And then I have to supplement with other lights. So
is it one of those trees that already has lights?
Yes,
or you have
it's
to...
pre-lit.
Oh,
Yeah. And then
okay.
after a while, they just die on you, and I ain't got the time to sit and try and figure out what the problem is, so I just keep buying strings of lights,
Right.
and then I just use other
And
lights
just cover
on it.
up all the dead
Yeah,
spots.
just cover up all the spots.
Good one on you guys.
Yeah. So, so I took it down, and then I had all the decorations all stacked up in the boxes, and then I just got too tired, and I'm like, I don't want to bring those downstairs right now. So everything just sort of sat in the living room
Yeah.
for 24 hours, and it was awful. And then when there was no more Christmas tree, Catherine was like, do you want to make Christmas dinner this weekend? And I was like, yeah.
Aw.
So
Aw,
I
that's so
made
sweet.
full turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrot and turnip and gravy and corn. I made everything. I made a full Christmas
When
dinner
did she
this
say
weekend.
that to you, though?
What's that?
When did she say to you, hey, do you
Saturday
wanna make-"
morning?
And then, so you had to prep all that stuff that day?
Yeah,
On Saturday?
I started cooking.
Well, you had to go buy a turkey.
Yeah, I started. I just a big giant turkey breast.
Yeah.
Because I still had one in the freezer because I bought too much turkey this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so so we
That's
had
a lot to prepare.
We had full. Yeah, so I started cooking at about noon and we ate at about 6:30.
Oh,
Wait, so hold on.
man, that was all,
She
all
suggested
Saturday?
it, and it sounded so sweet, but you had to do all the work.
I did all the
No,
work.
but he
Yeah, of
likes
course I
doing it
did.
all.
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I
Did you
do.
play like Christmas music?
No, we didn't. No. Roxy was watching Doctor Who. So as I was cooking Christmas dinner on Saturday, January something or other, all I heard in the background was like, what do they say on Doctor Who? What's the thing that those machines keep saying? Exterminate. That's all I hear all day long. She's binging Doctor Who, right? It's like, woo.
Which Doctor Who is she on? Because there's like 10 different actors.
So she is on season, I don't know, 6
Like
or something
Benedict
like that.
Benedict is the Who?
No. No, she's not there. Was Benedict a Who?
Wasn't Benedict a Doctor Who?
I don't know. I'm asking you. You're the one that just said he was.
I'm pretty sure Benedict was a Doctor Who.
I don't know. We're not there yet. I know Benedict was Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
And we did both of those seasons too, which were really, really great.
How many Doctor Who's are there?
There's 2 seasons they did of Benedict Cumberbatch, or maybe more. I'm not 100%
So
sure.
does Doctor Who change all the, like it's the same person, but
The Doctor
just changes form?
Yeah. There's always a new
Okay.
Doctor, right? They just have always done that with
Like a
Doctor
Bond.
Who. Exactly. It's very much like a Bond. So I was making Christmas dinner while watching Doctor Who with Rox, and in Doctor Who, they like putting faces on things. right?
Okay.
So anytime they can put a face on something gross, they do. Like that's how they create their aliens or their bad guys of the week. And when I say faces on things, like there was one episode where they were in space and the last living human was in and amongst all the aliens. And the last living human came out and all it was a piece of stretched out skin on a frame with a mouth in the middle of it and eyes. That was like
you can buy a toy of that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just a piece of stretched out skin with like a lady's mouth and eyes that blinked and like all the organs in like some sort of machinery underneath that kept this thing alive.
So a few years ago,
Yeah.
I was at like the Comic-Con version that they have here.
Yeah.
And some woman had that.
She dressed
exact
up as that?
Same She was
Really?
cosplayed just like
Okay,
that.
it's disgusting. And then there was
I
a
know,
guy, and then there
horrid.
was a villain that he would not eat people, but consume people. And so one by one, characters in the show, that episode started going. And then when the bad guy was revealed, he was like a big slobby type greasy mess with no shirt on, right? And his face was his face, but all the other people that he consumed, their faces were poking through the skin on other parts of his body, right? And talking, and they were all like talking to each other. Right? So we're watching this as I'm making Christmas dinner.
How lovely. Merry Christmas, right?
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
I don't want to ruin pizza for you, but did you see the video of that guy taking his slice of pizza and running it under cold water?
Okay, so I
to cool
saw.
it down?
Oh, it's to cool it down.
Mhm.
See, I didn't
Here's the
know.
video.
I saw the video in passing, but I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know if he was washing. Because you know, some people when they get pizza, this really annoys me too.
What?
You know when some people get a slice of pizza and the first thing they do is they take a napkin and they dab all the grease off the top of it?
Oh, that's what the flavor is, though.
I know. It drives me nuts when people do that. So I thought this was like a grease thing where he was washing the grease off the top of it. But what was he actually doing?
No, because the pizza showed up, and apparently this guy's been doing it forever. His wife is the one that outed him on Reddit and took that video, which has gone viral.
It's him with a slice of pizza in his hand, and he's in the kitchen at the kitchen sink, and he's running the slice of pizza under the water, under the faucet.
And then he takes a bite, and then he runs it under the faucet again.
So what is he
and
doing?
Takes another bite. So apparently he's been doing it since they met. But anytime he gets pizza, and when the pizza shows up,
Yeah.
or when they finish cooking pizza, it's obviously piping hot, but he wants to eat it in the moment. He takes a pizza slice,
Yeah.
runs it under the cold water to cool it off, and then take a bite.
Oh, so he's cooling it off?
Yeah. Dumb, right?
God. That's just not like
you're ruining pizza at that point.
You need to start looking into other things
Mhm.
to eat or other ways.
Like
or-
patience.
Yeah, something like that.
Right?
Also, who doesn't like hot pizza?
I know.
Right? That first bite of pizza, when it hits the top of your mouth and you know it's going to leave a little bubble there tomorrow because that cheese is just too hot, but you fight through it anyway.
But guess what? Who cares? It's pizza.
That's the joy
That's
of
a sacrifice you make for deliciousness.
Yes. That's the joy of pizza. You don't run a slice of pizza under the
That's a ruiner right there.
right?
Absolutely. Do you have more?
Wouldn't it make all the meat soggy?
Yeah.
Well, it makes a whole slice.
The whole I'm not worried about the meat. So he's just cooling down the cheese, but he's using water.
Yeah.
There's other ways to do
Put
that.
it in the fridge.
Like, just get an ice pack out of the freezer or something and throw it on
Or
top.
wait
even.
5 minutes, man.
Right. Just open the box and wait 5 minutes.
Or leave it on the
Easy.
balcony.
Yeah, something, whatever. There's a lot of things. If we're making a list of how to cool down a hot pizza, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If we're making that list, running it under the faucet is very low.
Uh-huh.
Very
Shouldn't even
low.
be on the list.
No,
I would never
no,
think. Like,
no.
I need to cool my food down. What are my options? Well, leaving it for one.
Right. Yeah.
Could you not ask
That
the
would be
rest-
like if the pizza was cold and you said, "Let me sit on it to warm it up." Yeah. Right? Like it's as ridiculous as that.
Okay,
my
hold on.
husband's been sitting on the pizza ever since I met him because it's never hot enough.
Okay, to take this ridiculous scenario even further.
Yes.
When you say sit on the pizza, are we talking sitting with your clothes on, or are you removing your pants?
Excuse me.
And then you sit
The
on it.
pizza's still in the box.
Excuse me.
So then, like, your butt and part of your legs
interesting.
are cooling the pizza down with your body heat.
Interesting.
Or warming it up with your body.
Warming it up. It's like we're lost in the wilderness together in January where we have to use body heat, right?
Yeah.
Like you need to hug the slice. So would you, interesting question, if you had to warm up a slice of pizza that was too cold and you sat on it, would you do it with pants on or pants off? Obviously pants off.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I was going to say too.
Obviously.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Brianne joins us right now. What is your FML?
I have such a hard time saying no. I just don't want to let anyone down.
Classic. This is a classic. Brianna, you wrote us that you do have a hard time saying no, and you still want to be nice and you don't want to let people down, but then that backfires on you because it winds up making you less happy when you actually don't say no. You go on to say that you do this with everyone in your life, including your parents, and it also translates into your jobs. You say that you've had the same job since you were 13 and you can't stand working there, but you don't want to leave because you don't want to let them down or leave, and then they're going to wind up hating you. Wow. So here's my question for you, right, is there's a bunch of reasons why people tend to always say yes to things. And number one is that they don't want to let people down. Number two is you don't want people to think ill of you. You don't want people mad at you. You don't want people to stop calling you. And that's the sort of fear. So you wind up saying yes to everything. But when you say yes to everything, what that does is you then start feeling like the people in your life are asking too much of you, and then that winds up building resentment. You resent them and you resent yourself, and then you wind up in this spiral of where you're just never happy.
Exactly.
And at some point, people are going to start talking and be like, oh, yo, just ask Brianne. She's going to say yes. You know she will.
Yeah, that's pretty much happened and translated into this spiral of everyone knows that I say yes. So
if your group of friends want to go out, they'll be like, well, just call Brianne. You know she's going to come out with us.
Exactly.
But it's not, I know that you wind up looking at that as people are taking advantage of you because you always say yes, but you have to understand, people don't care about you that much. They don't put that much thought into it. If somebody asks you to do something and you say yes, and then they come back and ask you to do something else, it's just because you seem willing to get stuff done. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not that they're covertly taking advantage of you because you're a huge pushover. I don't think people put that much time thinking about it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
That all of those thoughts are in your own head for the most part.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to saying no, what do you usually do? Do you say, if somebody asks you to do something that you don't want to do you say, can I think about it? Can I get back to you tomorrow? Can I whatever, instead of saying no?
It depends on who it is. If it's my friend, my closer friends, I usually just end up caving, even though I don't want to. But if it's someone who I'm not really a fan of, I'll just kind of keep saying, oh, sorry, I got caught up in something, and just hope that they stop messaging me.
So you wind up lying.
Yeah.
So what would you prefer? To say no and be honest, or to lie to your friends?
Probably the honest one, because I feel like I'm an honest person, but...
Yeah, can you not say, if they ask you, hey, Brianne, we want to go out this weekend, do you want to join us? Or whatever. People can't go out now, but I'm just using that as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Can you not say, you know what? I'm going to skip this one. You guys go out, have a great time, have fun. Can't wait to hear all about it. And maybe the next time we'll get together.
Probably sounds better than lying and then not getting a response from me.
And this is all of this stuff, this over agreeableness and always saying yes. This really does apply more to young women than it does young men. Young men have a much easier time saying no. Young women have a much more difficult time saying no. Most young women that I know and have known in my life, even when I was that age, you guys have friends that you actually don't like, but for some weird reason, you still feel obligated to hang with them. Young guys don't have that, right? Young guys don't go to their girlfriends and go, ugh, and the girlfriend goes, what's the matter? And you're like, ugh, I have to see Dave tonight. And then the girl goes, well, if you don't want to go, don't go. And the guy goes, oh, God, if I don't go, then it's going to be a whole thing and I might as well just go. Like, guys don't do that. Yes. Like, women do. Like, you have friends in your life where the thought of going out with them makes you roll your eyes, but yet you still go for some weird reason.
Brienne, in your circle of friends, the people that you are always saying yes to going out with, even though you don't want to be there, how many of those girls that Roz just described are in that group?
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them. Yes.
So you don't even want to be friends with them, but you're just going out just to appease them.
Right. And I'll tell you why you don't, and I'll tell you why you show up even when you don't want to. Because your fear is that if you're not there, they're going to talk about you.
Yes, that's exactly the reason.
100%.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. And you are going to start feeling overwhelmed. And the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to start resenting the people that you say yes to. And then you're going to start resenting yourself. And you were raised to not put yourself first, to put everybody else first. That's how young women are raised. But you need to fix that ratio. It can't be 100% everybody else before you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Low role play. Brienne, I'm the ladies. I'm your crew. Hey, Brienne, we're going to get together this weekend for some drinks. Do you want to come hang out?
I think I'm going to skip this one, but let me know how it goes and I'll go to the next one.
Let me know how it goes. So what you want them to report back and say it actually was really fun, just so you know. And
yeah, why don't you skip the next one too? Hope that helped, Brienne.
Thank you.
All right, love.
Are you going to ask me the question?
Oh, okay. Well, Brienne, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite? And you better say both of us, because as soon as we hang up this phone, you know we're going to be talking about you if you don't.
Oh, my God.
So I really, really like Mocha's laugh. It reminds me of mine because everyone says I'm obnoxious and it's really loud, but they love it. And it reminds me of mine.
Yeah.
And I love it. But I have to pick Roz because Roz is like my icon. I look up to you as a role model. And I just love the way that you and Roxy have this like great relationship. It reminds me of mine and my dad's.
Oh.
That's
So
real
I have to
nice.
pick Roz.
I'm not going to
sweet.
hate on that. I'm not
That's
going to hate on
sweet.
that. That's really nice. I agree with all those things.
You want to help me move this weekend?
Yeah, sure.
No, you're supposed to say
Brienne!
no. You don't know me.
Come on now.
Okay? We're not friends. You don't know me.
You're 0 for 2. Thanks, Brienne.
Thank you.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
I started making chaffles yesterday. You ever had a chaffle?
No, what's that?
No, it's
It sounds awful.
They're delicious though. It's sort of like a keto-y kind of diet staple for people who don't want to eat bread and all
You
this
going
stuff.
keto?
No. I just
Oh.
really like them. You would make them too as soon as I tell you what they are. So chaffle is basically like cheese waffle. Chaffle.
Sold.
Okay?
You don't have to explain anything else.
No. But there's no waffle in the waffle.
Oh.
So it's one egg. I use two because I make doubles, right? So it's one egg and a half a cup of cheese, and you mix it all together in a bowl,
Yeah.
and then you pour that into the waffle maker.
How are
and
you doing
then
the cheese? You grating it?
I buy the pre-grated bag. I ain't got time for that.
That's fine.
And then you put it in the waffle maker, and you let it cook until it gets brown and crusty on the outside.
It doesn't burn with all that cheese?
No, it doesn't burn. And you let it get all nice and brown and crusty on the outside, and then just leave them on a plate for a little while, and then they will get more crispy as they harden up a little bit. And that is what people use as bread for sandwiches. So I made a turkey club yesterday sandwich.
But it's in waffle form?
Yes. So the breads look like waffles, right?
Yeah.
And it's not bread, it's egg and cheese. Okay. And then I made a turkey club yesterday with that as the bread. And there's other ways of doing chaffles where you can put like almond flour in it and all that. You can actually make like a white bread egg mixture for it that people swear by as well. But I just went straight up egg and cheese.
And you make like a batch?
No, I just made two. That's it. The top bread and the bottom bread.
Oh.
Right?
Not even enough to share with your family. You selfish SOB.
No, they don't want that. You want to see a picture of it?
Sure.
Let me show you what it looked like. But it's
But
like
did your family, like, did
it's a
anyone
whole
in your
thing.
family like walk by and be like, "Hey, Dad, what are you making?"
No, they don't eat eggs.
Oh.
Or cheese. They don't. I'm on my own with this.
Okay.
But here, look at this is. Here, look. That's what it. This is what it looked like. That's what it looks like.
Oh man, that looks good. You know what? Bro, can I
Right?
tell you?
Yeah.
You know what would look amazing? Wait, did you put cheese on top too?
No. The cheese is inside the so it's melted because the cheese is embedded in the egg, and then you put that into the waffle maker. Okay.
What if you don't have a waffle maker?
You can buy a waffle maker.
No, but if you don't have one, you want to make. But then I guess it's an omelet. Then.
So yeah, you're just making eggs at that point, Maury.
Okay.
Like we all know what happens if you don't have a waffle maker. You make eggs.
Tell me what you think of this.
Okay.
To level up.
Yeah.
What's it called? Chauffle?
Chauffle.
What if?
Like waffle, but with a cha.
Yeah. So what if
Waffle.
in between the chauffle,
Yeah.
if you had like a piece of fried chicken?
Yeah, you can do that, dude. Everybody, you should see what people do. People use this, they make breakfast sandwiches out of it, where they actually take egg and cheese and they make their bun, and then inside the egg and cheese bun, they put egg and cheese.
Oh.
They make like a fried egg with bacon and then put more cheese on it.
What about a burger?
And you can use it as a burger bun too. People do that all the time. I'm telling you.
Smoked salmon.
And it smells, you can do smoked salmon. Why
Mark,
every time
the
we talk
man
about
said-
food?
Like,
we're talking
also,
about
he
the
said
most
you can
delicious,
put anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to start rhyming things.
Yeah, like yes, I'm going to say
He's
yes.
gonna say yes
okay?
to every single thing that you
But here's my
suggest.
thing: don't ruin every good food conversation we have with smoked salmon. I don't know if people listen to this show, and I know certainly the people who listen to the podcast, where they binge the podcast every single time we talk about food, because we always talk about food on this show. Maury soils the conversation by bringing up smoked salmon. 100% of the times that we talk
Thinly
about food.
sliced turkey.
No. Yes,
I'll tell you-
that's what that is on there.
I'll tell you exactly why he always says smoked salmon.
Yes.
Because it makes him feel that, like, rich people have that.
Oh, is that why? 'Cause
It's like a pretentious thing.
It's my youth.
You had a terrible childhood, man. Between, I didn't even say between. Add that to the list.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
22 years ago. God, this makes you feel old. First of all, 22 years ago was 1999.
Yeah.
And Britney debuted Baby One More Time.
She sure did. The entire album.
That's crazy. 22 years ago.
What can I tell you about the album? Born to Make You Happy, Sometimes, You Drive Me Crazy, and of course, Baby One More Time.
Yeah.
From that album. 25 million copies sold worldwide. The album debuted at number 1 on Billboard's 200 charts.
Did it really, huh?
Yep.
Huh.
Britney Spears, at that time, became the first new female artist to have a number 1 single on the Billboard Hot 100 and also a number 1 album on the Billboard 200 at the exact same time.
Wow.
She also became the first new artist. This is male and female, right?
Yeah,
First
yeah.
new artist, not just first female artist, but first new artist to have a single go number 1 the same week that the album debuted at number 1.
Wow.
And then she picked up a couple of Grammy Award nominations for the single Baby One More Time.
And then it was only 3 years later that she did Crossroads.
Don't hate, appreciate.
I'm not hating.
Can we go back and just like reminisce and remember some of the classics from that Baby One More Time album?
Yeah. God, music was so different.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be. It's 22 years ago. Wow.
Need is time. Yeah, like all the songs sound the same.
The parameters were so narrow back then with music.
It's killing me.
It's like they didn't have the tools, and they didn't live in the world. It almost sounds primitive in a way, even though this was technically, from a producing standpoint, very advanced then. This was the best of the best working on this stuff.
They had like 4 or 5 kind of skeletal pieces of music that they just reused, retooled, added some reverb here, took some reverb out of there.
I always thought in my head, Britney was a slow burn. You know what I mean? Like that maybe I'm wrong.
Well, she
Maybe
came out
I'm
of the
wrong.
gate like
just hot.
Yeah, just single
Hot.
after single after single, like took over the world.
Yeah.
But 22 years ago today, Baby One More Time. Britney's debut was released to the world.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So the folks in Quebec, under curfew, between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m., not allowed out.
So stupid. The videos are insane.
There was a couple who were charged for violating the curfew.
Mm-hmm.
They were outside after 8 p.m.
Okay.
A husband and wife, I assume. The story says man and a woman. Actually, no, it was husband and wife. Out for a walk. However, the wife had the dog leash in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Essential workers and dog walkers are some of the few groups of people who are allowed to be out after 8 p.m.
Right.
So the wife was out, had the dog leash in her hand. On the other end of the dog leash was her husband.
Was it like on his wrist or like around his neck?
Was
he standing or was he on all fours?
I believe he was on all fours and the leash was around his neck.
No.
So she was out walking.
He was
her
on all
husband.
fours?
Yeah.
He did the full thing?
So they each got a $1,500 fine for being out past curfew.
Interesting. Now, here's my question. I have a legitimate question.
Okay. I'm sure you have lots.
Were they just trolling or did they actually have somewhere to go and this is the best they could come up with? Like, did they actually forget diapers? You know what I mean? And like, they're like, we gotta go.
We gotta go to the store?
We gotta go to the store. Or were they just trolling? Because I lean towards just trolling. Because why wouldn't? And what was he wearing? Did they say what he was wearing? I
They
don't know.
didn't. No, it's a very brief.
They didn't.
Very
huh?
brief description.
They didn't say what he was wearing. Well, I picture him. I don't know why I picture him, even though it's a cold Montreal night. I picture him without a shirt on.
I would like to
Most
believe
people I picture with
that it was a troll job, knowing that there is law enforcement out
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And with the amount of people who are fighting back against the curfew, these are just two people who decided to take
Of course.
a few extra steps.
And how much was the ticket again?
It's $1,500 each.
Each?
Yeah.
They oh wow, they don't even ticket you as a couple, huh?
No.
Oh, you get ticketed individually, even on a leash?
Yeah.
You get,
But
you-
even
oof.
still, that $3,000, I don't know.
Jeez.
It's got to come out the joint account or something.
Jeez, man. How long until people start dressing up?
After this incident?
Yeah.
Oh, by this weekend.
You know,
I'd say.
yeah. I bet you if you went online right now, there is a serious lack of availability for raccoon costumes. I guarantee it. I guarantee
You
it.
think all through
I
Quebec
don't-
there's just going to be so many like giant raccoon sightings?
I don't want to be the possum. That's all we could get.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Ben and Jerry's got ice cream for dogs now.
Stop it. Our dogs aren't even allowed to eat ice cream.
Yes, they are. As
Well-
long as it's not made with dairy.
Oh.
That's why they made these ones, because ice cream is not the best for your dogs. They use sunflower butter as the base, so it's easier for the tummies of our four-legged
Your
friends.
dog doesn't need ice cream.
Can I just say, there's a gelato place down by where I live, and my dog goes insanely crazy for their dog ice cream.
God, you're so bougie.
Peanut butter and pretzel flavor is called Ponch's Mix, is one of the flavors.
Place.
And then another one called Rosie's Batch, which is a cookie and pumpkin combo.
Ew.
And that sounds gross. I agree.
The dogs want things that taste like meat.
They'll be released later this month.
They just want things that taste like meat.
But the pumpkin one makes sense, though, because it helps with their poops.
But is it actual pumpkin or is it pumpkin flavor?
It's probably
It's pumpkin flavor. There's no
I need to read
pumpkin
the,
in
I would
there.
need to read the instructions. Or
No.
not instructions, sorry.
Yes,
the ingredients.
I understand what you mean.
And
I
these, are
understand
all,
what you
these
mean.
are all human grade. Like, you could eat it with your dog.
Well, I'm not going to do that. No, sorry. Listen, some of the dog food that exists out there in the world
Yeah.
smell delicious. But I'm not going to sit there and take a spoonful.
I went to this dog store and they sell like these chicken with cucumber and it's human grade.
Yo,
and
for real though, like what kind
to,
of bougie ass places do you visit?
Chicken and cucumber, human grade chicken and cucumber.
Like someone who's as broke as you, right?
It's only $6
for what?
For the package.
Oh.
And she sold it to me by going, and you could eat it with your dog because people come in and they eat it too.
No, don't
Absolutely
do that.
not.
You don't need to do that.
No,
Like,
I'm
if
good.
if you're sharing food with the dog, it should be like a little bit of what you're eating.
Yeah, a little bit of steak.
Yeah, you don't go sniffing around your dog's bowl.
No, not at all.
To find out what he's having,
He
just to
had
make
what
it
I had
even.
last night. We had turkey and lettuce bowls.
Is that what he had?
Yeah.
He had a turkey and lettuce bowl?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyway, if you are interested, Ben & Jerry's now making ice cream for dogs. They're called doggy desserts. And again, peanut butter and pretzel flavor is called Ponch's Mix. And the cookie and pumpkin combo is called Rosie's Batch. Delish.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Things in California are real bad when it comes to COVID. Like extremely bad. One of the worst places in all of the U.S. And in LA's West Side area, a hospital out there, to help boost the morale of the employees working there, all the nurses doing their thing. They've installed, and I love this, a puppy cam at the nurses station, streaming live video of puppies doing their thing, playing.
Where are the puppies?
Sleeping. And that's the thing. I couldn't find in the article where, like, if it was from like a local shelter, or if it was like somebody's home, or like a breeder or anything.
Right,
but they
right,
set up
right.
this camera in the nurses' station so that anyone feeling stressed out throughout the day, they just come, they sit down for the 5 minutes or whatever. You walk by and you get this glimpse of these cute little puppies. And from what it looks like in the picture that I saw, it looked like they were like little retrievers.
Right.
Who are super adorable when they're pups.
Yeah. Dumb dogs.
I know.
So crazy. I know. It's tough, man. I don't and I think that everybody's just gravitating towards anything that will just get them through. That's why people were making bread at the beginning of all of this.
Even for a couple
You know
of
what I
minutes.
mean? For a couple minutes, you just have to find something in a day that just makes everything else worth it. Like it's just it's crazy. And I feel for people. Like everybody's just gotta like when you're at the point of where you're at work and you gotta watch a live stream of puppies.
I know.
Just to get you past lunch. It's
I
like
know.
we're in bad shape, man.
I know.
Like we're in bad shape.
But they're doing what they can to boost morale. This hospital in LA, they're live streaming puppies
I like that.
to help the nurses out.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you ever watch The Pack on Amazon?
No.
It's like the Amazing Race style game, but people team up with their dogs.
They got a lot of heat for that show.
Yeah. So season 2 is not happening.
Yeah.
It got canceled.
Yeah.
It just debuted in November. And they canceled it.
They got a lot of heat for that show because
PETA came after them.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people came after them.
But it looks so cute.
Yeah, but they were putting dogs in situations that dogs did just not want to be in.
Yeah.
Dogs don't want to be rappelling, down a cliffside or across a river hanging. Like it was not cool.
So then how was season 1 ever like approved by some sort of
Well, that
board
happens.
of directors?
That happens. I mean, it happens. Like it's just you've seen it before with things, but there was a lot of, and they had some really good promo for that show when it first came out. Like it was a ton of articles.
You know what, too? The trailer?
Yeah,
Because I didn't watch the show. I wasn't into it. But the trailer looked, like it was a super cute show with people and their animals that love them so much.
Yeah, but it was like an adventure, amazing race with with owners and their dogs.
The thing about
right?
like rappelling down mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I would never put my dog through that.
if you don't, and I don't know, because you could watch that and see nothing of it, right? You could watch that and you just watch it and you enjoy it and you never think twice about it until somebody points out the obvious, which is that shouldn't have happened. And then you realize, oh my God, yeah, you're right. That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Like that's how shows like this, how they squeak by because.
So PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, said, quote, "Animals are individuals, not props for movies and TV shows," end quote.
Yeah.
So I guess a lot of people shared the exact same opinion, which, I mean, Amazon saying all the heat that they caught for it,
Yeah.
it is not the reason why they've canceled the show.
Well, of course it is.
But yes.
Are they going to remove? I wonder if they'll remove season 1 from the platform then.
No.
I don't think so.
Very unlikely.
I'm sure they'll be there
They didn't do
for
it
a little while.
They didn't do anything, as far as I know. They didn't do anything illegal. Like there's not an ongoing thing. But yeah, to continue on with this, because you know what these shows are like, which is in season 2 of shows like this, it's bigger, more bonkers, more crazy, and
you can't pull it back.
You can't pull it back. Like you can't do a lesser version of of season 1. It just
What
won't.
about if
It
they
just
just
won't
put
work.
people in dog costumes?
Like some sort of weird fetish, like it's like Army Hammer just plays everybody's dog.
Hey,
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Did you see that Amazon story about the Lord of the Rings show?
Yeah.
That's in development.
Yeah.
You're not interested. I know that.
No, the reason I didn't talk about it was because I didn't think that you were interested in it. Are you interested in it?
Not really, but I'm interested in the fact that they are spending $1 billion to make it.
Yeah.
Which is 3 times more than the 3 movies that they made for this franchise like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They spent $281 million 20 years ago to make the 3 movies. And now with this Amazon show, $1 billion.
When you say like they're spending $1 billion, is there somebody there that's responsible for writing like a check or some sort of invoice? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, it's all accounting.
What do you mean?
That's all it is. That's why movies go over budget all the time and they have to go in and renegotiate.
But there's physically that amount of money.
Yeah, they just keep writing checks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Well, how else do people pay for things?
I have no
Do you
idea.
think we're talking about money, not Bitcoin.
Yeah, but
we're
like
not talking digital currency.
But if I said something if I said that Lord of the Rings was going to cost them $650, would you still be bewildered as to where?
No, because I can physically picture that in someone's bank account. I have a hard time picturing $1 billion sitting in some bank somewhere.
So where is your limit of where it starts to not become real when it comes to money? Can you visualize somebody paying $2 million for a house?
Absolutely not.
You can't.
No.
It happens all the time. It's happened in your building.
No, but in payments. I can picture it in installments.
Okay.
But what do you think this $1 billion is? They're not it's not $1 billion that they're.
No, but somewhere there's this money sitting around.
Yeah, but it's not like it's in a hole in the ground, and when they need more, somebody's got to go dig up a bag, right? No, we need 2 bags today. We had like the electrician was working overtime. We get 2 bags. Like no, it's just there's a budget for the movie, and then people get paid, and they're estimating that it's going to cost about $1 billion.
Wow, like in my mind, all I see is a wooden skid with stacks of cash.
That's not how it works, though.
Like in Breaking Bad? When Walter White had all that money in the storage locker?
Yeah.
You picture it like that?
That's exactly
Like
how it,
somebody-
once you hit a certain amount of money, I picture that it has to be not actually in a bank account. It has to be stored in a warehouse.
So wait a second. So if you have to pay your gym, you have a secure way of transferring them $60 a month. So they get it. It's secure. It's it's direct from your account to their account. You understand that world. But when somebody's spending $1 billion on something, you assume that it's stacks of cash that somebody then meets somebody somewhere and they start handing them suitcases?
Like some sort of
you
movie
think that the
executive.
higher you get, the less secure the transactions become? You know what I mean?
Because like the bank is like, that's too much for us.
Banks are saying that's too much. What world do you live in?
Oh, read a book, bro.
Right? A bank, first of all, no bank in the world. Banks operate on the exact opposite of that's too much for us.
Yeah. Banks are like, you got any more?
Yes.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right. Hold on. Okay.
You all right?
Yep. Everything's in order now.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Hold on.
I've been waiting for you all the time.
You're waiting for me.
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Bruce Willis has released a statement after refusing to wear a face mask in an LA pharmacy. So this all went down yesterday. He was in a Rite Aid in Los Angeles, and one of the customers reported him to management for not wearing a face mask inside the pharmacy. But the weird thing was like the pictures of Bruce Willis, he has like a bandana around his neck. Like he could have just pulled it up.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
I wonder why.
I don't know. And then he released a statement to people that simply just said that it was an error in judgment. And then he went on to say, be safe out there, everyone, and let's continue to mask up.
Oh.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. But was he confrontational at all? No, right?
No, I don't know. It's Bruce Willis. He's, you know what I mean?
What are you going to say?
He's a jerk, right? On Jeopardy, so has Katie Couric been officially announced yet as a guest host? I don't think it's been officially announced
It's not been
yet.
officially, no.
So
Oh, I thought
Ken
it was
Jennings,
last week.
no, Ken Jennings right now. Well, I mean, it's going to happen, but
She
they're
said it, but they've not said anything.
They're rolling it out with special announcements.
Gotcha.
So Ken Jennings is doing the guest hosting currently, and then the rumor was unofficially Katie Couric will step in, but also in the mix and slated to be a guest host is Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
What?
Listen to this.
One of my idols growing up was Alex Trebek, you know, and being able to be on Jeopardy years ago, even though my wardrobe outfit wasn't the greatest choice, they're doing some guest hosting spots, and it's going to be released here pretty soon, but I have the opportunity to do one of those.
Wow.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, very.
It's a weird choice. I guess what doesn't hurt is they're going for big names who are maybe not your typical Jeopardy, what you would think would be a huge Jeopardy fan. Like you would never think that Aaron Rodgers would be like this huge Jeopardy fan.
Yeah.
So let's put Aaron Rodgers in because one, you get a lot of eyes on it, and two, it's sort of juxtaposed to
Completely.
what you may expect. Betty White turns 99 very soon.
Oh, happy early birthday, Betty.
And she told E.T. that how she plans to spend her birthday is running a mile each morning, she says, has been curtailed by COVID. So I'm working on getting the Pet Set re-released and feeding the 2 ducks who come to visit me every day. The Pet Set was a syndicated show that Betty White did from like the 1970s, which tapped into her lifelong love for animals. So they would have celebrities on like Carol Burnett, Mary Tyler Moore, Doris Day, James Stewart, and Burt Reynolds. And I guess they would have them on with their pets.
Okay.
So what Betty White is doing now is she's finally, after all these years, re-releasing the Pet Set on DVD and streaming platforms on February 23rd. So for everybody who's like, you can't find the videos on YouTube, for everybody who's just been dying to relive.
Never heard of this before.
Okay. For everybody who's been dying to relive the Pet Set with Betty White featuring Doris Day and James Stewart. It's now going to be available.
That's what I want to see. Burt Reynolds sitting there with his cat.
Chuck Norris is forced to deny that it was him on the ground at the Capitol riots after a photo of a man who really looked a whole lot like Chuck Norris started trending online, and then everybody on Twitter just started going in on Chuck Norris with no real evidence other than there was a picture of a guy who sort of looked like Chuck Norris.
Well, when you look at the picture, like if you look at it quickly, like if you're scrolling through on your phone, I swear I thought it was Chuck Norris.
See, for me, I looked at that and I was like, that's not Chuck Norris.
But when you look at the photo, like look at it.
I know my Chuck Norris, though.
True.
Right. Do you have a poster of Chuck Norris on your wall growing up?
I did not.
I did.
Did you really?
Yes, I did, sir.
Good for you.
He says, it has come to my attention that unfortunately there was a Chuck Norris lookalike at the D.C. Capitol riots on January 6th. It wasn't me and I wasn't there. Let me be clear that there is no room for violence of any kind in our society, including in the context of political protest, and that a peaceful transition of power is fundamental to our democratic system of government. I am and always will be for law and order. Your friend, Chuck Norris. YouTube has banned Donald Trump for 7 days.
That's it?
Yeah.
So what? In 7 days, he can like upload a video if he wanted?
Yeah, because YouTube wasn't on that list of platforms that banned him.
But YouTube is owned by Google.
Right, but you don't have to. You can sign up you can have a YouTube account without being affiliated with Google. Like they run sort of separately, right? Like there's YouTube and there's Google.
Yeah.
So he was able to upload still on gain followers on YouTube. And YouTube sent out a statement that said, after review and in light of concerns about the ongoing potential for violence, we've removed new content uploaded to Donald J. Trump's channel for violating our policies. It now has its first strike and is temporarily prevented from uploading new content for a minimum of 7 days. They go on to say, given the ongoing concerns about violence, we will also be indefinitely disabling comments on the President Trump's channel, as we've done to other channels where there are safety concerns found in the comments section. So,
What's up, guys? Donald Trump with another video for you.
Hi, guys.
Subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit like, right? Like, I think that he should do that. I think that if you're going to do...
Flip the script
absolutely.
completely.
I think that if you're going to start posting on other platforms, you have to really work the format, right? Like, if Trump is there, he needs to...
Let me know what you guys want. Like,
exactly.
Is this the kind of content you want from me? Like, let me know in the comments below.
Yeah. And then no matter what you do, okay, no matter what you do and what you say, you can't actually say the thing or even touch on the subject matter in the description of the video until like the 9-minute mark.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because you know that after 10 minutes, that's
I did
how
a
you make
video
your
on this
money.
before. Link over here.
Yes.
And if you want to subscribe,
Yes.
make sure, as I said earlier, smash that subscribe button.
That's right. Use promo code
DJ Trump.
Link in the description. Use promo code DJ Trump. Get 15%. I think you should just straight up become a YouTuber and just use all the tropes, like all the things.
Completely.
Absolutely. Chris Rock was on with Colbert talking about how his life in television could have been very, very different. And one of the things he talked about was years and years and years ago, there was talk that he could potentially have been Jerry Seinfeld's best friend on Seinfeld.
Instead of George?
Yes.
I mean, there was a lot of NBC talk. There was talk about Seinfeld. There was talk about me being one of the friends. I would have been the black friend. That's basically who I am to America anyway at this point. Let's just say the good people at Seinfeld, they made the right choice.
Wow.
Now, the other role that could have changed Chris Rock's life forever was on The Cosby Show. Now,
I was supposed to be...
Now, on The Cosby Show, there's a lot of different roles that possibly... I immediately thought that he would have been up for the role of Theo.
Yes.
Right? Because when you start talking about roles you missed out on, what could have been life-changing
You look at their
for
age
you.
back
You look
then.
at their age
Yeah.
back then, right? So I immediately thought Theo, and then I start picturing Chris Rock as Theo, thinking, oh, that could work. But then he says this, and I'm like, oh, that makes more sense.
I was supposed to be Cockroach on The Cosby Show. That was supposed to happen, where I was Theo's best friend. Thank God that didn't happen. You know, think about the world right now. Bill Cosby's in jail, and Snoop Dogg's the #1 pitch man in America.
Right? Could you see him as Cockroach?
I absolutely could.
Absolutely.
Yes, I could see him as Cockroach, for sure.
He would have been a great Cockroach. The most streamed TV shows of 2020. So Nielsen has released the most streamed. So overall, most streamed television shows. Vampire Diaries is there. The Blacklist is there. New Girl is there. Shameless is there. Supernatural is there. Schitt's Creek is there. NCIS is there. Criminal Minds is there. Now we get to number 1 and 2. The second most streamed show was what?
These aren't new shows necessarily, right?
No. So then and the next list that I'll read to you are the original shows to streaming networks. That's on the next list.
Okay,
so
I know what the top 2 are.
Okay, which are what?
The Office at number 2 and Friends at number 1.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It's Grey's Anatomy at number 2.
And Friends.
And The Office at number 1.
Oh.
Because everybody in America streamed The Office because The Office is
know.
going away, right?
Yeah.
So that's why The Office is. No Friends, not even in the top 10 more.
And no Sex in the City.
Not even in the top 10. Now we get to the most streamed. Let's do the movies first. These are the most streamed films of the year. And the most streamed films of the year is an interesting list because, like for me, like Disney Plus is relatively new, right? Like, do you not feel that Disney Plus is like
sort of? It's been in our lives for a year now.
But just a year, and they are already absolutely crushing it. So here's the list of the most streamed movies. So at 10, Zootopia. At 4, Toy Story 4. At 8, Aladdin. Spencer Confidential at 7. That is the first Netflix you see. Hamilton is also Disney. Dr. Seuss is The Grinch is Netflix. Onward is Disney. Secret Life of Pets is Netflix. Moana is Disney. And Frozen 2 is Disney at number 1.
Wow.
Right? Okay, now the most streamed original streaming shows. So these are shows that originated on a streaming platform.
So Mandalorian, for sure.
Mandalorian's number 5.
Mandalorian's only number 5?
Number 5.
Man. DeLorean.
The 10 most streamed original shows for streaming networks.
Hit me.
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit is not there.
Oh, man.
Is not there. You is at number 10.
Yeah.
Longmire, I don't know what that is that number 9? The Boss Baby Back in Business.
Yeah.
Okay. The Great British Baking Show is at number 7. Umbrella Academy is at number 6. Mandalorian, number 5.
Yeah.
Tiger King, number 4.
Oh, yeah.
The Crown at number 3.
All right.
Number 2 is Lucifer.
Wow, really?
Number 1 is Ozark.
Which is interesting. Lucifer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Netflix
Ozark.
saved that show. It was canceled and they brought it back.
Is that one of those? Lucifer? Yeah. So anyway, there you go. But you sitting in there at number 10. A lot of people watch that trash. Macaulay Culkin supports an edit for Home Alone 2. There's a petition going around to digitally replace Donald Trump, his appearance in Home Alone 2, with a 40-year-old Macaulay Culkin. Somebody wrote that to Macaulay Culkin, and Macaulay just simply replied with, sold. Do you remember that scene? It's quick.
Yeah, super fast.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall and to the left.
Thanks.
And then that was it.
And the reason Trump was in that movie was because he, at the time, owned the Plaza Hotel. And he told the director, Chris Columbus, that if you're going to shoot my hotel, I have to be in the movie. And then he was like, oh, God, gross, fine. But then they did the screening of the movie, and people loved seeing Donald Trump at the screening. So he was like, okay, just leave it in. But now they want to, there's been lots of petitions to try and get Donald Trump out of the movie.
Somebody actually did an edit. I have this on my computer screen right now.
Yeah.
Of Donald Trump literally edited out where they just masked the frame of the movie.
Yeah.
And they dropped the audio.
He looks like the Invisible Man. Like you can see through him.
Yeah. So they dropped. So this guy, he dropped the audio. So Kevin McAllister, Kevin, he says his line and then nothing answers. And he keeps walking. And then somebody replied and was like, yo, that's a pretty good job. We have, we got our work cut out for us. And then screen grab Donald Trump's IMDb.
Yeah.
Of all these movies that they want this guy to digitally remove Donald Trump from.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't realize all these movies and TV shows that he's made.
He was a lot. He did a lot of appearances
90s,
and stuff. Yeah, a lot of appearances. So that's interesting. James Harden to the Brooklyn Nets. So Harden is already owed for the next, I think, 3 years, $133 million. This move, this trade from Houston, this trade is going to cost James Harden a lot of money. So he's leaving Texas, and Texas is one of 9 states without income tax on wages. And he's moving to New York.
Wait.
What?
In Texas?
Yeah.
There's no tax on
wages, no.
On what you earn?
No. Texas, Florida, maybe Wyoming, and there's a few.
What you get offered is what you get?
That's why everybody plays in Florida. That's why everybody moves to Florida. Yeah.
You want to move to Florida?
Yes. No. Well, yeah, no. Anyway, let me finish. So Texas, one of 9 states without income tax on wages. For New York, again, one of the highest in the nation as far as taxing goes. While he will continue to be owed the same amount of money over the next 3 years, James Harden will be subject to an approximate 12.7 tax rate between New York State and New York City. He will estimated he will pay an additional, over the next 3 years, $13.6 million in tax.
Oh, my God. That is the worst. Harden, you should have just stuck it out in Houston,
man. Cost of living. So cost of living compared to Dallas. And if he goes to Brooklyn, cost of living is 92% more expensive. If he lived in Manhattan, it's 165% more expensive than living in Houston. Sorry, not Dallas, Houston.
Oh, my God.
And he has already earned, though, $225 million in his NBA career.
You know what? You're right. Why am I feeling bad for a millionaire?
No.
Screw you, James Harden.
Yes, exactly. Is Matthew McConaughey set to make his WWE debut? So Matthew McConaughey was talking to Maria Menounos, and people spotted Matthew McConaughey in the virtual fan screens back in October at Thunderdome.
Yeah.
And I guess he's like a huge fan. And so normally when big stars show interest in WWE, they're all over them and they're like, how can we build you into the show? So this is Matthew trying to not say anything.
You know, you've got all these new paths. I was like, hey, maybe he's going to wrestle. You never know. Let's make you a wrestler.
Great. Period at the end of the question. And make him a wrestler. What do you know? Go. I'll say not too much because, as you know, can't say too much about these things. But it is something that interests me.
So he's in talks.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's
like,
gonna
what's his
happen.
finisher going to be?
Yeah.
The all right?
Yes, sir. No, he's going to come out with that bat, the cricket bat that he had in Dazed and Confused, and just start spanking guys with it. Alan Carr, who is a very popular talk show host in the UK, was doing an interview talking with fellow RuPaul Drag Race UK judge Michelle Visage. And Alan Carr has actually heard some of the new Adele because they're tight. And this is what Alan Carr has to say about the new Adele.
I've actually, I've heard some tracks on it.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. But the thing is, can I just say this? I remember they change all the time because they're really rough things. I can't, people say, what's it like? But I said to her, that voice, it's like an old friend. It's like an old friend. Because, there are some people in the charts who sound a bit like Adele. And you go, oh, they sound Adele. And then when you hear Adele's voice again, you go, oh, no, there's only one. There's only one Adele.
Alan, her voice hasn't gone skinny, has it?
No. She's still got a chunky but funky voice. Don't worry.
Yo, the world is in need of some new music from Adele. So I'm excited to know that songs exist for an album and that they're out there now.
So yesterday, 10 Republicans joined Democrats in voting in favor of impeachment, making Donald Trump the first president ever in U.S. history to be impeached twice. The next phase is for the Senate to hold a trial that could lead to Trump being permanently barred from holding federal office. Now, in order for this to happen, they need 2/3 majority vote. Which means 50 Democrats and 17 Republicans must support the impeachment articles for a conviction. And then after that point, if they get to that point, they can start voting on things like barring him from running for future office or taking away some of his privileges that he receives as an ex-president. They can take away his Secret Service detail, so he forever will have to pay for his own security if he wants it, that kind of thing. But the earliest that they can convene to get the ball rolling on this is the 19th, which is the day before the day before the inauguration. So this is likely going to happen after Trump is out of office.
Yeah.
And for that inauguration, it was just announced that Lady Gaga is going to sing the national anthem.
Oh, wow.
And other superstars that were announced yesterday taking part in one way or another: Justin Timberlake, Demi Lovato, John Bon Jovi is going to be there.
Oh, it's like a Super Bowl halftime show.
I know. They're going to all participate in Celebrating America, which is going to be a live 90-minute primetime special hosted by Tom Hanks that will air. Yeah, that will air at 8:30 p.m. live on all the networks and streaming platforms.
Trump didn't even get that
on the 20th. No, man. It was like very early on, people were like, they didn't even want him playing his songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even think, like, Menudo was like, God, don't play our track, man. Like, bands that you haven't heard of in like 30 years.
Yeah.
We're like, man, don't do that.
Ricky Martin's like, I haven't talked to those guys forever.
The SAG Awards, if you remember, the SAG Awards were set for March 14th, and then the Grammys moved their date to March 14th, and the SAGs were like, yo, D-bags, this was our date, and they got in like a big huff about it, and now the SAG Awards have postponed, have moved theirs again.
No.
Yeah,
So it wasn't even the Grammys that budged?
No, the Grammys.
Oh, they stomped all over you, SAG.
Yeah, I know. April 4th is the new date for the SAG Awards, which is probably better because realistically, I can't see the Grammys being able to happen on March 14th. I really can't. Not
Oh.
in LA, not in Southern California. There's no
Or you mean
chance of that.
not in the way that they want it to be?
They want live.
With
They want
live
I mean,
performances.
the way that it was going to go down was that the nominees were going to accept remotely, but the performances were going to be all in one place.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's even going to be able to happen, to be honest with you. So that may get pushed. May get
Damn,
pushed as well.
I feel bad. SAG Awards, you bunch of chumps.
Tommy Tiny Lister, who of course was
Debo from the Friday movies.
from the Friday movies.
Also, hello,
Yeah.
Ching Zeus from the WWE.
Yeah.
No holds barred.
It was discovered after he passed that he actually legally changed his middle name to Debu.
Debo? Did he
Debo,
really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But my mama gave me that bike.
Yeah.
What bike? I love that movie so much.
Yeah. So he left the world as Debo, which is kind of cool for a lot of fans.
Love it.
Of that.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
All right, so we got some great questions for Ask Roz and Mocha this week, and we're going to go to the phones right now. Adil is here. Hi, Adil.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good.
All right, Adil has been on the show multiple times, and we always love the questions that you supply for Ask Roz and Mocha. However, today, Adil, you have a riddle, correct?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So a blind man is alone on a deserted island. He has 2 blue pills and 2 red pills. He must take exactly 1 red pill and 1 blue pill, or else he will die. How does he do it?
See, my original answer was going to be try it first and see what happens, but then if he dies, he can't really do it. Take 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got to take 1 red pill, 1 blue pill, or he will die.
Exactly 1. Yeah.
I know the answer to this.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Have you heard this one before?
No, but it's a very sort of. I've heard a similar.
Are you
version.
that bored with this question that you put on your jacket,
No,
you ready
I
to go
always-
again?
I always get cold when we start doing.
I think it was
Ask
our
Roz
last
and Mocha.
podcast or like
I
2
know.
podcasts ago. You put the jacket on
Yeah,
as soon as we started.
I was telling like a part of my life story.
I know. I always get cold. No, it's a very simple. It's a simple sort of problem solving mechanism that is used in multiple different ways.
But you saw the part where it says that he's blind.
Yes. So he's blind. So if I were to blindfold you right now, Maury, okay, and I gave you, say, 4 pieces of gum, okay, and 2 were like red and 2 were blue, and I blindfolded you, and I said you have to put exactly 1 entire piece of red in your mouth and 1 blue piece of gum in your mouth. You have 4 pieces of gum in your hand.
And they feel all the same.
They all feel the same. There is nothing to feel them that would make them, that you cannot tell, okay? You can't hold it out. You can't do, there's nothing that makes the blue and the red any different. But if you don't eat 1 blue and 1 red, you die. So how do you do that?
Are you going to tell me?
No, I'm asking you how you
Mocha,
do it.
Know?
Thinking about it. Hold on. So you have to take both or you will die.
Correct. And now you could take 2 blue, you could wind up taking 2 red.
And die.
Right, and die. Yeah. You
What
have
happens
to
if I don't take any of them?
You will die as well.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one. What happens if you, or you already answered? Oh.
Yeah, you will die. If you don't take them, you die. If you take 2 blue, you die. If you take 2 red, you die.
You have to have the perfect combo.
The only way to survive is to take 1 red, 1 blue. That's the only way to survive.
There's no one there to ask.
You are all alone.
It said a blind man is alone on a deserted island.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know how much more clear you could be.
But we can run that first sentence as many times as you want, Mark.
I'm just trying to
The
narrow
riddle
it
starts
down.
like this, Mark. A blind man is alone on a deserted island.
And then there's me going, so
And
you asked
so
someone?
no,
and
he
just
cannot
to cl-
ask anyone.
Just to clarify, yes, thank you, Mocha. No, you cannot ask somebody.
It's so tough because like it's not like he can really, like there's not braille on the bottle it comes in.
There is nothing on the actual pills or in the bottles that they come in. If there is a bottle, although there never was stated that there's a bottle in the
now you
original
just added
riddle.
extra stuff.
Now you're adding bottles. They weigh the same. Everything else, there's nothing. And also, I will say this because you will eventually land on this at some point. They don't taste different. So you can't say, can you lick them to see which one tastes like
one that tastes like a red, one tastes like blue.
Exactly. Yeah. Because you know he was going to get there eventually,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I was thinking it.
Yeah, because licking's not eating.
He has two blue.
That's what she said.
Right?
Wow, I've said that before.
Yeah, oh, I know.
2 blue pills, 2 red pills.
Yes.
And you have to take exactly one of each.
Yes.
Yo, I'd be dead. I don't know.
You'd
I don't
be
know what
dead.
to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
You still there, Adil?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
1 blue pill and 1 red pill, exactly.
Adil, the first time you heard this riddle or the first time you read it, how long did it take for you to figure it out?
Oh, hours.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Roz, it took him. Well, he said he heard different versions
Yeah.
of this same riddle before. So
They're already mixed for you in the brown envelope.
What do you mean?
What brown envelope?
What brown envelope are you talking
That the
about?
doctor gave you. Like they're already.
No, there
Bro,
is no.
the
That
first
doesn't
line
exist.
on this riddle.
Yes.
A
No, I
blind
know.
man is alone on a deserted
Everything-
island.
No, but before he got to the island,
Okay.
he went to the pharmacy.
Okay. No, he didn't.
Why are you
'Cause
giving
it would
this guy
say
an
that.
origin story?
Then there would be no riddle.
An origin story.
Okay, there would be no riddle. He would say on day 1, take the ones in the envelope. On day 2, take the ones in the bottle. Right? Like there would be no. There is no riddle.
This is a hard one.
It is hard. It is hard. But once, Adil, I'm gonna, and if I'm wrong, then you correct me. Okay.
Sure, yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So here's how you do it. Okay. So you're blind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have 4 pills in your hand.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you put all the pills down on the beach in front of you or wherever you are.
Yeah.
On the campsite. You grab 1 pill. Okay. You hold that pill in your hand.
Yes.
You break it in half.
Yes.
You put 1/2 of it over here to the far left, 1/2 of it over here to the far right. You take the next pill, you break it in half. You do the same thing. Put 1 piece over here to the far left, 1 piece over there to the far right. You continue to do that until all 4 pills are broken in half, and every time you broke one, you separated them into 2 different piles. Then all you have to do is swallow everything from 1 pile.
Correct.
Oh, because you're going to have 2 halves of a whole.
Correct.
Yes. So you're just having 4 quarters.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the
I get
only
it.
way. That's the only way to do it. Is that right?
That is right, but there is also another way that I found online. People wrote that he can dissolve all 4 in a glass of water and drink half,
Where's he getting the glass of water
he
from?
won't
Where's he
know.
getting the glass from?
or anything, like dissolve it in water.
Well, you can't do
whatever
that
he's
because
using.
he can't determine what's half.
I don't know. I'm just reading something.
Right.
I found
Also,
online,
I
yeah.
don't think none of those pills said that they were water purifiers. So
True.
he's going to get some sort of
Yeah.
parasite.
Salt water.
Yeah, parasite salt water. You can't be drinking that.
Yeah, but the most common answer was breaking the pills in half.
Yeah, that's the only way to. That's the only way to do it.
Huh.
That's the only. Just like with the gum. Like with gum, right? You
I'm
can
so
break.
upset
you
with
can,
myself that I didn't figure this out.
Are you though? Really?
No, I just thought I had to say something.
Thank you, Adele.
All right, take care. Bye.
Later, man.
All right.
I know we have somebody else to talk to in a second. So while Damon Ward gets that person on the phone, we'll go through this question.
Go.
Goalie says here, why do you guys not watch 90 Day Fiancé? You guys watch Bachelor and Bachelorette. I'm asking for a friend. I never got into 90 Day Fiancé. I know my sisters are such huge fans of that show.
Yeah.
Like massive.
I interviewed Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé, and the reaction that I got to interviewing Big Ed when they released the video of the interview was up there with the reaction I got from people when I've interviewed like massive stars.
Right.
Yeah. People love Big Ed.
And the only thing that I really know about 90 Day Fiancé is because of Big Ed, because I've seen all the clips on YouTube.
Yeah. And I didn't know a lot about the show. The show never interested me because I didn't know the tone of the show. Like, I didn't know whether it was like mail order brides that then come over and have to, sleep with really deplorable people who are only there to just try and get a better life and send some money home to their family. Like, I didn't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what it was. But then, all these characters just started showing up from 90 Day Fiancé, and Big Ed was like the sort of biggest character of them all. And man, people love that guy.
Yeah.
He's savage.
And they have like a couple of seasons of that show.
Yeah,
Now.
yeah.
Do you watch that show, Maury?
No,
You
but
seen
I've
it?
seen clips and it looks pretty awesome though. But I don't know. Like I just for some reason just anytime I'm looking for something to watch, I don't really
You won't
go
gravitate
down
towards
that.
that. Yeah.
Who runs 90 Day Fiancé?
It's, TLC.
TLC, they really went weird, man. TLC, like TLC used
They used to be
be
big, like with hoarders and everything, and then
No.
nobody really talks
Even
about it.
before that, TLC was like the learning channel where it was half owned by NASA.
Yeah.
Like it was
Is that what
original. Yes, like TLC was originally like an egghead sort of station where you learned about those sorts of things, and then eventually it became the Goslings, and it became Octomom, and it became
Parking Wars.
It became Parking Wars.
She's alone. Did
And-
you ever watch Parking Wars?
Yeah, and it became My Strange Obsession, where the guy, remember the guy was in love with his car?
Yeah.
Where he was like lying on the hood of his car, making out with it and stuff.
No, and the guy that ate mattresses.
the guy that, then it become this. And I don't know how that happened.
And then
Like,
we made our way
TLC
to friggin' 90 Day Fiancé.
And now we're there. So no, I don't watch it, but I've seen enough just having to do it through work.
Hi, JT. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Good,
Big fan of the
man.
show. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us. What is your question for the room?
My question is for all you guys. What is the most expensive clothing item that you ever owned? How much was it? And why did you buy it at the time?
What is your answer, JT?
My answer would probably be my Gucci blazer. I got it when I was visiting Toronto back in my late 20s, and it was around $3,000.
Oh,
Wow. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Vancouver.
Okay, cool.
Now,
Shout out to Vancouver.
question for you.
Yes.
As I think we need to clarify something. When you say what is the most expensive article of clothing that we have, does that mean what is the most expensive piece of clothing that is currently in my closet, or what is the most amount of money I've paid on something? Because I have things that are wildly expensive that I did not buy.
Okay, that you paid for something.
That you paid
Yeah,
for
I
something.
would say along the lines of you actually paid your own money
right.
for.
Like I have
Exactly.
I have a $5,000 D squared jacket.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa,
it was
you
like
win.
it was like $4,300 or something like that. And I never wear it. It's awesome.
Wow.
Like it looks
Why
super
don't
dope.
you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Occasions, right?
It's like
Not
it's,
even.
it's sort of a winter jacket, but not really. Like it's weird, right? Like I just never have an occasion to really wear it. It's cool, right? It's really, really cool.
Can you wear it tomorrow?
No, because it's up at it's in my dressing room at the TV station, so I don't have access to it.
Bring it next week.
Yeah, I have to be able to get up there though. But yeah,
Oh,
I'll bring
right,
it
yeah,
in.
yeah.
I'll bring it. I have a picture of it. I have a picture
You
of
should
it.
post it. I want to see it.
And then I was given another jacket. I did an event where they didn't want to pay you, so they would just pay you in clothes, right? And then and one event you got to pick it, or be at least like you get to give your opinion. But other times they don't, where they want you to dress in specific things for their events. And I remember I did an event years ago, and they gave me like this weird shearling long fur coat that was like turned inside out, so like the skin was on the outside and the fur was on the inside, and then it had all these like markings and tribal things all over it and stuff. It is so atrocious looking, this coat. But again, it was like a $3,000 jacket. And I wore it for that one event, and then it just sat in a bag in the closet, and that's where it's been for the past 13, 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have a Maury?
The most expensive clothing. Can I say, because the most expensive article of clothing I have was given to me by my husband.
No, it has to be something you bought.
Oh, wow. Okay, because I was going to say, he bought me the Comme des Garçons polo shirt for our anniversary one year.
No, but something you bought. Your own money.
Okay, I have a pair of English laundry boxers.
And
how much did you pay?
Yeah.
I paid $50 for those boxers.
That's the most expensive that's the most money you paid on something? Paid for
Clothing?
something?
Yes.
But like,
But my husband, Matthew, has...
you've never bought anything for yourself clothing wise that's over $50.
No.
Your jeans, probably more than $50.
Is that because Matthew doesn't allow you to spend more than $50 on clothes?
I just can't justify spending so much money on clothes when I would never wear it because I would be too upset if something happened to it.
Like you your pants.
Exactly.
Here's that jacket. There's the D squared jacket.
Yo, that's a sick jacket. Why don't you wear it, man?
Yeah.
That's like an everyday wear.
Yeah, but it's a gray wool jacket that looks like underneath the gray wool jacket you're wearing a leather biker jacket, but it's all one
cool.
jacket.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's all sort of like sewn together, and then the inside is like red tartan.
I'd be
Like,
wearing that all the time, man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Let me add. I was going to add
Go
one
ahead.
thing. I bought my husband a nice piece of clothing for him.
Which
I
was?
bought him a Ted Baker bag.
Yeah. And how much
for
was that?
$250.
Okay. Now that said, right? So I have like expensive things, but when it comes to buying things for myself, I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I don't have that thing where I need to spend a lot of money. I still buy T-shirts on Amazon.
Yeah.
Where Catherine gets mad at me because they don't like fit right, and I'm
wanted-
like, but it's fine. It's
I wanted
fine.
to buy Amazon brand jeans, and my husband said he would divorce me if I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I just thought it'd be cool to wear Amazon jeans.
I just bought. You know what I just bought the other night?
What?
Last night, actually, I just bought it. I bought 3 pairs of linen drawstring pants.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
From where? From Amazon?
On Amazon. Yeah, they were $16 a pair.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I usually wait until, you know how like twice a year, they do Bay Days?
Yeah.
And they have like amazing sales.
Yeah.
So I usually, those 2 times a year is when I load up on clothes for the next 12 months because I go through and they have such great deals. That's when I buy. I mean, I haven't bought jeans in forever because like I just like all the jeans that I have now and there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But like
Wait a minute.
t-shirts and
So
stuff.
when you go shopping, you buy the ones for the whole year?
Not all the time, but I would say like a lot. I've been trying in the past, actually in the past 12 months, I've been trying to minimize what I have in my closet. And I've been donating like a ton of clothes. And I'm just trying to go like very minimal, almost basic. So
So-
a lot of times when things are on sale is when I load up.
I just ordered a bunch of T-shirts from H&M. I ordered 9 T-shirts from H&M, 5 of which are the exact same shirt.
Why?
Yeah, because
Are they branded or anything or
no,
just plain?
plain.
Oh.
When I know what I like, I just buy them in multiples of like my favorite jeans, my favorite black jeans. I have like 7 pair
Yeah.
of the exact same jeans.
I get that though.
Right? And that's what I wear. So getting to you, Mocha. So as far as the most expensive thing that you have purchased, is it like, are we wrong to think that it's a pair of shoes?
Yes.
I have a feeling
Really,
it's a pair
huh?
of shoes.
Yeah, like I think the most expensive pair of shoes I've purchased were probably a set of Jordans for like $300 maybe.
Okay.
But the most expensive was maybe a winter jacket that I bought a few years ago, and it ran me like over $1,000,
Yeah.
like $1,200 or something.
Right.
And that was like a few years ago, and I knew it was going
And
to
that
last me
happens
forever.
fast too when you start buying winter coats.
Yeah.
I was going to say my winter coat, but I got that as part of my insurance claim for when
you-
I got hit by a car.
No, but you had originally purchased it though.
Oh, I originally purchased it, but then I got the money back from the guy's insurance.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
you
so
still
you did
paid
buy
money
it.
for it. You did buy it.
Oh, sure, but I didn't say it because I got reimbursed.
But you still okay. So how much did you pay for that?
It was $800.
Oh wow, you bought an
There you go.
$800 coat.
Only because I knew I was going to get the money back.
Oh right. So what was the coat that got ruined then? How much was that
It was
worth?
a company jacket. It was free.
Oh my god. Okay.
Always scamming
Wait,
the
Ross,
system.
Yeah.
well, did you buy that jacket, the D-square jacket, or was it given to you?
No. It was given to me.
Oh, okay.
It was-
So you didn't answer what your item code is.
Like the most expensive that I've purchased. I
$16 Amazon pants.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No. I had a pair of custom leather pants made years ago that I probably paid like a full paycheck for. More than a full
it red?
more than a full paycheck. Probably like 2 paychecks. Yeah, I paid God, this was like 90 something, 94 or 95 or something like that, like years ago.
Yeah.
And I probably paid then, like at the time, like maybe $2,000.
Wow.
Oh, that's like $4,000 now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
do you still wear those leather pants?
No. I think I still have them.
Yeah.
But I don't know where. And I
What
wouldn't.
color is it?
They're black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Black leather pants. And I just used to wear them every day. They were my everyday pants.
Really?
Like I wouldn't even it's not even like I'd wear them like going out to a bar, like special occasions. Like I would wear a white undershirt and black leather pants.
Yeah.
That was
to
my
the
outfit.
bar and to the special occasion
and to
the pizza shop.
Yes, yeah,
and to work.
Somebody's christening, I would show up in black leather pants and a white undershirt. Yeah.
JT, great question. Thank you so much for listening out in Vancouver, brother.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Right
Appreciate
on,
it.
Elvis. Take it easy.
There's a lot of clothes I dream about owning.
Like what?
Alexander McQueen.
Like what would you like though? Like a suit or a
there's
shirt
no,
or
there's a blazer, Alexander McQueen blazer I saw once when I was walking through the mall to get to the subway.
Right.
Oh, gorgeous. Or Christian Louboutin men's shoes.
You would. I see. None of that interests me.
And there's a new pair of Doc Martens shoes that I'd do anything
okay,
for.
let me ask you this, though. So when it comes to that sort of showiness or that sort of flashiness or buying something that is extremely expensive, do you buy it for you or how much, or is there a part of you that you want to give the impression that you are somebody who can afford this? Like how much of it is showy?
Oh, all of it.
All of it is showy.
What was a shirt that you wore that time where there was a time where Maury, DJ Climax, and I were at this event like 2 years ago, right? I think it was like 2 summers ago. And Maury, you know when Maury like talks to people, he gets like super awkward.
Yeah.
And he gives that weird laugh.
Yeah.
So Maury was like flirting with this guy at
Yes.
this like at an event, like a public event, right?
Yeah.
And everybody knows Maury's married. And Maury is flirting with this guy,
Yeah.
who I guess Maury knew from back in the day, and he liked the guy back then. And I don't know, maybe like talking to him now, all the feelings rush back.
Right.
And Maury's holding a glass of wine.
Yeah.
And then he got like so nervous and awkward talking to this guy that he spilled the wine on his shirt.
Oh,
and it was like a
no.
special like brand name shirt. And Maury was like, oh my God, Matthew's gonna kill me.
It was the it was Burberry, but the funny thing was it was a hand me down from a publicist who
I know, Maury. Yeah, that shirt.
Oh,
that
right.
shirt
Was a
Maury,
gift.
Yeah, no, Maury. It wasn't a gift. Maury saw a guy wearing a shirt, and Maury was like, "Didn't you just say like I like that shirt? Can I have it?"
No, I said, "Oh my God, I love your shirt," and he's like, "Do you want it?"
Oh, right, yeah, and then you said yes, and then he gave it to you in a bag at a hotel.
We were in the lobby of a hotel doing interviews. Like, okay, wait here, and he went up to his room
And took it off.
put it in a like a shopping bag, and
Right,
gave it to me.
and Maury just wore it like it was no like it was no big deal.
Yeah,
It's Burberry. What am I supposed to do?
No,
That's so
not
weird.
that. Yeah, super weird. So that's the shirt that he spilled wine on.
When he was nervously flirting with some next guy.
Weird. So weird. Were you married then or engaged then?
No, I was married.
Were you? How long have you
What?
been married for?
I've been
Wait,
married
wait,
for.
wait, what are you asking? Like,
Was
was
I
he
married?
married when he was flirting with the guy?
No, I'm just wondering when
I've
all-
been married for just over 4 years.
Really, huh? Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Why did I only think it was 2? That's super weird.
Because Maury just wants to be so far not associated with being married whatsoever. Marco says here, what is the first thing you do when you get out of bed? Do you pee? Do you check your phone?
First thing I do is I grab the robe,
Yeah.
walk into the kitchen, put the coffee on, then go in and take a pee. And I'm assuming I've showered the night before.
Sure.
Right? Okay. So I go in, put the coffee on, go and take a pee, and then I sit there until the coffee beeps, and then I get up from the bathroom and I go in, I pour my coffee, and then I go into the bathroom and I stay in there until I leave.
What do you mean you stay in there?
I stay in the bathroom until I leave.
Why don't you sleep longer?
But
Like getting ready and stuff
Oh,
like
okay,
this. Like
yeah,
doing
yeah,
like
yeah.
if I got to do my hair, like I'm doing my
You
hair.
sound like you were
yeah,
just
yeah.
sitting there waiting for like an alarm to go off.
No. I will just sit there. Like I'll sit there on my phone. Like once I finish doing my hair and stuff like that, I don't leave the bathroom. I just sit there. I just sit
and
there on
you
my
get dressed
phone.
and everything? You're fully dressed?
I will go down quickly, get dressed, and then go back into the bathroom until it's time to
Wouldn't it
leave.
Be more comfortable for you to like get dressed in the bathroom and like if you have time to kill, go like sit on the couch.
No, I kill time in the bathroom. I don't go anywhere else in my house from the time I wake up until I leave to work. And I don't leave. I don't go anywhere else but the bathroom.
So when you're on your phone before you have to leave the bathroom.
Yes.
And you're fully dressed and everything, right?
Yes.
You're ready for work.
Yes.
Are you like just standing there? Are you sitting on the edge of the tub? Are you
No, I sit on the toilet. Pull my pants down. I sit on the
pants down,
toilet.
sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I get dressed. I go get dressed.
Yeah.
Fully dressed, belt and everything, and
Yeah,
then
but, when
I
your
will.
pants are down and you're sitting on the toilet, are you doing something? Or you just take your pants down because you're sitting on the toilet?
Both. A little bit of both. I take my pants down just in case I have to pee. Right.
And then if you pee, you pee.
And then if I pee, I pee.
And if
Yeah.
not, then pants up.
Exactly.
Out the door.
Yeah, and then out the door. But I only go to. I am only in the bathroom 100% of the time in the mornings. That's it. So the first thing I do is put the coffee on, then I pee.
Okay.
And realistically, I should pee first because I'm always doing the pee dance while I'm putting the coffee on. But I don't like to break the routine because if I pee first, then it means that's going to be an extra 45 seconds that the coffee is then going to be put on and going to be late.
Right.
So I have to get the coffee on before I go
Why
pee.
don't you just sleep 10 minutes more?
What do you mean?
Because if you're once you get dressed and you're just sitting there waiting, you could have used that time at the beginning to sleep more.
No. I have to wake up earlier. I need more time in the bathroom.
Damn it, Maury.
Well, I just don't understand like why you would not want to just.
Yo, man, let the guy live his life.
Yeah.
Like, that's his routine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
so
why does it bother you so much?
Yeah, I know.
Don't be so busy, okay?
Like if we lived together, I'd knock on the door going, "What are you doing in here?"
Yeah, I know. Because you're busy.
But why would you be so nosy at that time of the morning?
Because
like you wouldn't know. Presumably you'd be sleeping.
No, I know, but it would bother me that I'm like, well, what do you have nothing to do?
It's because you have trust issues.
Yeah, big time.
Right?
Like you would think
Did I
that
ever tell
he's
you the
in
time?
the bathroom on the
Cheating
phone
somehow.
Yeah.
At
texting
4:30 in the morning,
Did
like
I
I'm
ever tell you the time?
I'm cheating in the bathroom. That's what I do. I have my lovers in there, right? I keep them in the wall, right? Like I don't know, like what am I going to do? I'm in the bathroom. How much trouble can I get up to?
I know, really.
Did I ever tell you the time my one other ever boyfriend, when we lived together in a bachelor apartment and we were in separate beds and our heads, but the
Every
beds were-
now and then, more pause for that second with the two heads touching each other. All right. Every now and then, it depends on what story Maury has, but every now and then, Maury either has that one other boyfriend or Maury was a huge stud.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
Like,
Oh no, I've only ever had one other boyfriend. I didn't call the many suitors.
Suitors.
Okay.
So
You mean victims? Because you were,
all right.
you were always the stalker.
Yeah. All right, Marie Antoinette. Okay, let's discuss suitors.
When we lived together, he used to have this phone, like an old style actual landline phone.
yes.
Yeah. I know the kids today, they don't have these things.
Okay.
And it had a really, really, really long cord. So it would go so that he can go into another room and close the door. Right? So that he could be alone. With my massive trust issues, I went out and bought a cord that was only like a foot long.
So he couldn't leave.
So he couldn't leave the room.
You're like a weird guy.
I know.
Like you're a
You really
weird
are.
guy.
Damn.
Oh yeah, so I get up and I immediately grab my phone and go into the bathroom.
Right.
I don't want to know what else happens. And then we see him here.
Yeah, I know.
I get up, I go downstairs, I put on the kettle so I can boil the water, and then I go back upstairs into the bathroom. I get ready, go back downstairs because I boil the water for my thermos that I bring in here for my hot water for my green tea.
You don't have coffee, huh?
Nope.
No. Interesting.
I've been cutting back on my coffee.
Can I ask the complete reverse question? What is the last thing you do before going to bed?
Same
I
thing.
sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
Really?
Sit on the toilet, scroll on your phone.
Yeah. A couple minutes. I like to get in a couple minutes at the end of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, David Maury, what do you do?
Does your family ever knock on the door to like ask you a question through the door?
They will just walk in.
Or they don't slide a note under going, "Hey, we need this."
First, I could be on the toilet, and if Catherine is leaving, she will whip the door open, give me a kiss goodbye, and then leave. She doesn't even close the door behind her.
Just wide open, exposed.
Just wide open, exposed. Yeah.
What's the last thing
Yeah.
before bed for you, Maury?
My favorite thing now is I'll leave the phone in a different room, but I'll lie down and read like a couple pages of a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the worst thing is now I'm reading a book that's 500 pages, and it's frustrating me because I'm never going to end this thing.
No, you can never. Nobody can get through that many pages of a book.
What page are you on now?
168.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
Yeah.
And you read one page a night?
One page, because then my mind wanders, and I'd like to absorb the information.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I'm reading a book that I've read the same version of many times. Like it's the same information, but
What is it?
It's a new biography on Eddie Warhol, but it's I
okay.
know all this stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be boring to me.
To read the same story again.
Yeah, just told in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
Like that
I don't
book's
think
gonna
I could
take
get through
you
that.
To like September maybe?
Yeah.
You'll finish?
Yeah.
Or less than that? Damn.
Sometimes if I'm in the bathroom, you asked about people coming in. Sometimes if I'm in the bathroom, Roxy will like run down the hall, not knowing I'm in there. She'll whip the door open and I can see that she's really got to go pee.
Yeah.
And sometimes I will just stand up, pull my pants up, stay in the bathroom. She'll whip in, sit on the toilet and go, oh, it's so warm. and then I'll go, you're welcome, kid. And then she'll pee and then leave. And then I will just sit back down on the toilet.
Yeah. Wow.
All the time.
Does anybody come in, you're sitting on the toilet, and they need to brush their teeth or use the other parts of the
They're
bathroom?
free to do whatever they would like while I'm in there.
Wow.
Yeah. On Saturday and Sunday mornings, okay, my routine is very much the same, only I spend probably a little bit longer in the bathroom. Really? So on Saturday and Sunday mornings, if I wake up at, say, 6, right, I will come upstairs, make a coffee, and a normal sort of morning is I will walk out of the bathroom and start my day at sometime around 7:15.
Wow.
I'm surprised with the amount of love you have for a bathroom that when you've done a renovation, you haven't made the bathroom A, larger, and B, put in, bathroom stalls.
More, what kind of, how big?
What are you talking about?
I can't add square footage to my house.
No, but if you took some square footage from the bedroom next door.
But why would I do that?
Well, because you spend more time in the bathroom.
But that's his thing. He likes it.
I like a nice little tiny bathroom. And
No, but I'm saying he could put in like a second toilet in there if anybody else needs to use it.
No, there's another bathroom. We have 2 bathrooms, but they still just come and pester me. No, I like this bathroom because it is tiny, right? When I run the hairdryer, it gets nice and warm in there.
Yeah.
I like the bathroom because where you sit on the toilet, the mirror is right in front of you. So I can look at myself.
Is this the bathroom that has a portrait of you behind the toilet?
No, that's the other bathroom.
Oh my God. So for me, the last thing I do before bed is I've been getting into meditation a lot lately.
Yeah.
So I do a 10-minute meditation. And then that's it. I usually fall asleep.
Where do you do that? And is it like, do you sit on the floor?
No, I
'Cause
lay
I'm
down.
reminded
I lay
the
in the
only
bed.
ever time I did meditation was when I was younger, and I was told by the guy that you're supposed to pull your pants down and put your hands on each other's thighs.
Nope, I definitely don't do that. I have my hair pods in, and I'm laying down in the bed, covers like right up to my neck. And most times
You just fall asleep.
Most times I just fall asleep,
Yeah.
and then as soon as I wake up, I just put the phone on the dresser.
My way sounds more fun.
So somebody told you the way to meditate was to pull your pants down. Now, when you say pull your pants down, what are you picturing, Mocha? Like taking your pants off or just pulling your pants down?
No, I'm picturing Maury with his pants down to his ankles.
Yeah.
Right? And still sitting there. Like the pants are still
Attached.
attached.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Like
he's
if there was a
sitting there.
fire, you could get out in time. Like you just pull them up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other guy, same thing.
Okay.
And you're
then what?
facing each other.
Facing
You're
each
facing
other,
each
yeah.
other.
Facing each
And my
other.
hands are on your thighs. My hands are on your thighs, and your hands are on my thighs.
And then what's supposed to happen?
And then you close your eyes and like meditate.
Yeah. And then what, you come to an hour later and you're like, wow, that was a real great session?
At Kiss 925 is where you will find Ask Roz and Mocha. Oh, man, these questions are crazy. Feel free to ask whatever you want. We'll try to get through as many as we can. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.